Howdy, folks. Welcome to Adventures in Alberon, Courts of Everest. I am Joe Treff, your GM this evening and many other evenings. And joining me are my friends Matt, Vincent, Tina, Cara, Hannah, and Alanna. We are going to play D&D tonight. But before we do, a couple of quick announcements. First of all, we have a YouTube, an Instagram, a Threads, a Blue Sky. We are at AlberonRPG on all of those different things. You can see all the things that are on our table right now. We have this beautiful wooden grid that is new and provided by Cara. And then you can see some minis on there. You can see it a little bit, but you can see it in much greater detail at AlberonRPG on all those things that I mentioned just a second ago. Last night we played Starfinder, our original Starfinder game, session 156. The party made great choices. We were just talking about them.
They were so good.
And you can see what they are at noon when it re-airs on Sunday on YouTube. On October 4th, we are going to be playing an original one-shot. The Crit is a 5e D&D one-shot that is taking place on a number of Healing Guild Initiates' first day at the Critical Wound Intensive Care Unit over in Sarentil. This is in canon to our 5e D&D campaign. It actually takes place, I believe, between campaigns 1 and 2, although I have to check the date. But that is going to be a fantastic time. That is on October 4th. After that, there will be a brief pause in production. We are off from October 9th up until October 24th when we return with Starfinder. But I'm getting married, so we'll have all those time off. After that, we have tons of things that are coming. We have Feast of the Noble Vale, the cooking competition set in our D&D world that Cara is going to be running. Yay. That is going to be on November 8th, I believe. And then in December, we get to return to the world of Iron and Thorn for the third anthology run by Cara using the Old Gods of Appalachia rule set and the Cypher TTRPG system. It is going to be set in 1910 New England. Yes?
It'll be set in New England.
It'll be set in New England at a time that we have not quite decided yet. And so that is, you can see the other two anthologies up on YouTube right now. They were a fantastic amount of fun to play in, and we're very excited to return to that world in December. We have Monument Studios Music and Sirenscape to thank for the sound. And with that, it is time to start this week's session of Courts of Everest. And to you, Cara, with the recap.
She does have really nice wood. I do have nice wood. Remember this. Wandering Hearts. When last we met, the group of us had just emerged from a frankly devastating reveal on all sides to the other side of the Merkendraw forest, and the central part being the hut that walks on legs. We were met at the bridge by just a house and nothing else. Until that is, with the hut in sight, Alina and Billy decided that it was finally time. And in an epic narration that should frankly just be watched in whole again, Alina blew the horn of Cernunnos as champion and realigned Billy's pact to belong to Cernunnos as warden of the hunt under the champion's guidance. Billy transformed, no longer haggish and burning with a new fire of life and balance. Now a warden of Claw and Fang, striving for balance in all things while not hunting blindly. The hags made an appearance as their pact and connection to Billy was broken. And with their appearance, our fight began. Striding forward with, let's say a bit of confidence. Confidence caused the stride forward. Billy decided to draw fire from all of the hags, and it went very poorly, as expected. As indeed, she was the focus of all of the fire. But standing on the bridge and drawing fire while tiny little animals made their way across the bridge and then exploded, much to our dismay, especially Minka, who, upon seeing the explosion of not one but two small tiny creatures, decided to help more of those creatures be at peace by exploding a badger. Only to learn that these carcasses were how Sylvie made her way amongst the group. Sylvie caused chaos, wending from flesh to flesh, appearing at once amongst us and then disappearing out of reach. Dora cast spells from on high, and, most devastating of all, Trudy sucked the joy out of the very air. Billy went down fairly early in the game, thanks to a large amount of conditions and a tongue stitching, but thanks to a powerful heal and vision of Cheshire smacking the sense back into her, she was revived. Alina cast fiery, powerful bolts of eldritch blasts and fireballs from afar, dragging her opponents up and down and across the battlefield. Valis, with his sunbeam and sword in hand, cut and sliced his way through hags and fauna alike, while Ori took off across the field to track Dora the spellcaster down, and, coming nearly close to death himself, save for a counterspell, was able to bring her down. But the first hag to die indeed was Sylvie, brought down finally by Billy, who finally was able to kill a hag. Impressed and unbelieving at her ability to finally kill a hag, one hag.
Or
She's
appropriate it was an auntie.
It was appropriate that was an auntie, yes. Billy stood in awe as everyone else continued to do fighting. Final confrontations had, and Trudy finally brought low by a wonderfully placed moonbeam from Minka. Didn't you have the final one?
Was it Valis?
Was it Valis? It was Minka.
It was a sunburst, right?
Oh, it was a sunburst. That's what it was.
Sun and moon.
Sun and moon. It was sunbeam sunburst. We have sunrise, sunset. It's fine.
Technically, the light off the moon.
Valis' moon.
It's always the moon.
Hags finally dead, bodies disposed of in flame. The house's owner, now currently dead, as is the pact holder of Morwa, Billy's at one point dead and deceased lover. The wandering hearts turn their view to the house. Hey, you know, sometimes situationships are how we start our life adventuring. We turn our eyes to the house, a conglomerate of demiplanes inside demiplanes. Billy, suspicious of the house, not letting Ori have his moment with his natural 20s, pulled him back from what she saw as the brink of death and entering a house of swirling chaos and misery, then angered the skull guarding the door within, who really just needed a reason to be mad at us. Before presenting us with a riddle he only said once, and expected us to remember it.
Twice.
He said it twice, but technically under duress.
Likes to say it.
And as Ori was about to apologize for some unforeseen slight, only to, on his knees, by the way, he agreed to do this. Ori, of all people.
I want to get this over with.
Yeah.
Valis decided to put his answer in without any checking from the rest of the party As it seems, Valis, with memories intact, has once more joined the Legions of Chaos. And with an incorrect answer of ears, and Joe about to roll 6d10 of damage, after we just spent an 8th level spell slot to get those 6d10 for ourselves.
Valis is
Wandering
like,
hearts.
ha, 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 ha.
This is
Ears?
where we return to our sessions.
Thank you.
Joe
In my
gave
defense-
him an option. Because Vincent was like, is it ears? And Joe went,
Did
are you
you
saying
say
that
that?
out loud?
In my defense, I've saved this 60-10 time trying to figure out the answer.
So as a reminder, you all stood within this entryway. The floor is made out of stitched together bones, the walls, this old wood, and you had seen this doorway beyond this floating skull that itself sat on a pillar of almost fused together vertebrae. The skull, as you had mentioned, not super friendly towards all of you. And Valis, as you confidently applied your newly recovered knowledge, spent from years within the archives of the Awesome Lock, you answered this riddle, and you answered wrong.
No way.
The skull, the mouth just cracks open, and there is an otherworldly shriek. And for those of you who... Did I have you make this save already?
Not
No.
yet.
Everybody, please make a Constitution saving throw.
Is this against the spell?
This is not... I'll say it's against the spell.
Hell yeah! Thanks,
Is
my
it-
guy.
I wish I was concentrating on a spell.
It's not magical sleep, huh?
Is it Constitution?
This sucks.
I'm
Is it
glad.
Constitution? This is a Constitution saving throw.
Everyone gets +4.
That's not gonna help.
It's not gonna help me either.
It's an 11.
It's because I'm down on my
failure.
knees.
Bringing everybody back.
Oh!
At 25.
25?
25.
Okay, that is a success.
What's
What was yours, Minka?
Plus 4, you
I
said?
get
Yeah.
Oh, good.
+4 from
Good.
Valis.
Plus
Yeah.
4.
Okay. 17.
That is a failure.
13.
That is a failure.
11.
That is a failure.
21.
21. So Cheshire and Alina, the two of you duck. You hold your hands over your ears, and as this shriek rips
Ears.
through the room, you are able to protect yourself. You all take 43 points of psychic damage.
No.
For those of you who succeeded, that is halved to 21. Yes, or sorry.
You said this is a spell, so
Yes.
does that mean we all have resistance to the damage from my aura of warding?
Yes. So you all have that damage to 21.
guys,
Those
I
of you
solved
who
the problem that I
succeeded
created.
have it again to 10. So this scream goes out. More unfortunately, for those of you who failed, you are deafened for 1 minute, and this scream, the only thing that you hear for that minute, and when it dies down, you still hear it lingering in the back of your mind. This scream of bone, and that is Valis. That is Ori. That is Billy.
Valis, why did you do that?
And that is
What?
What?
It's kind of making my brain spicy.
And now I have
What?
it. Thanks, Ori.
What was that?
The door beyond, however, does, in fact, open.
Look, guys, I opened the door. No one can hear me.
I can still read lips,
The two
though.
of you hear Valis yell, "Look, guys, I opened the door!"
Is
Well,
the
it doesn't
skull
matter
still, doing stuff, or has he been like deactivated?
You turn away, and the skull floats, not looking at you. It, because of the way the vertebrae is oriented, it can't turn and look behind itself. But it doesn't seem to be like especially interested in what is happening beyond it. It doesn't talk. It doesn't laugh. It doesn't seem like frozen in place or anything. But you do see that beyond this space, there is a hallway. This hallway looks to be about 30 feet long. You can see a doorway on the far end. But from the walls, from the ceiling, even along the ground, there are frozen bits of spiderweb. They don't float in the air. They kind of fall almost like jagged icicles, but incredibly thin. But through this corridor, there is a doorway.
What's that?
Alina's gonna try to like gesture to the deaf people to just be like, just wait.
I can still tell what you're saying.
Okay, then just wait
What?
for a second.
What? What?
I can see you're saying things, but I'm not Ori.
She's singing a song. What are
Let
we
us know
saying?
when the minute is over.
Why
You
are we
stand
waiting?
in this place, and as time passes, for those of you who succeeded and can hear, the shift in the temperature from you opening this door causes some of these webs to kind of crack and crinkle in place. The kind of shift in the humidity causing there to be a change in these webs. But aside from that, nothing that you notice from up front. For all of you, a minute passes, and slowly that scream recesses for some of you to the backs of your mind. Yeah,
I'll lick my hex wine. Is it glowing?
it is.
What are these? You said there are
Oh.
wispy spider webs in the hall in front of us?
Yes.
And they're frozen, not like they're frozen in time, but just like
I was going to say, what is a
icicles almost?
25 perception into the house? Get
So,
me?
like, you peer in, everybody else recovering their sense of hearing, and you can see these spider webs frozen. You see a faint, almost mist coming off as the ice sublimates into the air. In this hallway, it is substantially colder. And you note along these webs, you thought it was ice at first, but it doesn't leave with this mist. There is something viscous along these filaments.
Ew.
Alina's gonna be like, okay, so we are all in kind of rough shape. Maybe we should rest here before we progress. I mean,
I'm okay, besides my ears still ringing.
We also haven't slept in 19, 20 hours.
Do you really think that it's safe for us to rest right here?
well, maybe we could go back outside.
It's safer
Do you really
here
think
than
it's
outside.
safe for... I
Oh,
think
wait,
we
no.
need to
Outside
find
is
a
bad.
way to take control definitively before we can rest in here.
We don't know how long we're gonna be in here or what we're gonna encounter on the way.
We don't control it already. It's going to twist and turn and try to confuse us.
Right.
Like, I don't
So
disagree
we
with
should
you that that's the
rest.
priority, but
Is this a safe area?
Safe
Well,
enough.
No.
I-
There's sticky stuff.
Or you look
Well, I
around
meant in, like,
asking
this
that
room.
question, you see this doorway open and the webs kind of frozen beyond. You see another doorway beyond that. You turn, and aside from that, there's not a whole lot else. There's this kind of skull behind you floating on the pedestal, and then the closed front door beyond that.
I meant here in this room before we go into the icky, gross hallway. It was just an idea. I don't know. I mean, if everybody's happy to just keep going, then fine. But Billy's
think
right. We haven't
resting.
slept in a while.
Are there windows in this room?
There are.
Can Billy look out like the window to see what is visible out there?
You sure can. You go over, you take a look out the window, and weirdly, they've gotten impossibly dirty. Light filters through. It is gray-brown in the way that it comes, almost like a sepia filter through this window. You can't see much. You can see the porch, you can see elements of the foundation, but you can't even see the stone.
Mending.
You cast mending on the window, and nothing happens.
You just said yourself it's going to try and deceive us.
Billy, make an Arcana check.
E. 22.
As you kind of first attempt to mend, and then the manual prestidigitation of just rubbing the window, it doesn't do anything. And that tells you that whatever effect or whatever anchor this effect has is on the other side of this glass. There's nothing in this room that seems to be emitting magic aside from this kind of skull thing faintly. In the door.
Excuse me, Mr. Skeleton, are you still there?
You can hear the as it kind of turns ever so slightly. You can see the blackness of one of the empty sockets, but it doesn't say anything.
Maybe what? Okay, never mind. You do your thing.
Just wanted to apologize again for the explosion and interrupting you and slamming the door. Do you know how to progress through to... We're looking for an altar? By any chance?
It turns back. doesn't respond.
Worth a shot.
It was definitely worth a shot.
So
Make an
I'll
insight check, or
walk around and just kind of like inspect the group with the hex wine. And do I detect anyone else being cursed?
you sure do. Every single person, save Cheshire and save Alina.
Okay.
We're cursed, huh?
I think I might have caused us to be cursed with that answer. I can remove the
Damn.
curse, but I'm
26.
just out of magic, so
Well, I
let
could.
me.
Sorry.
Maybe Minka, can I start with maybe removing yours, and I can do the rest after we rest.
I can also remove a curse. I can only do it once though because that's all the spell slots I have left. But
I
that's
would-
2.
Really appreciate not being cursed while walking through this house.
Done. Remove curse.
There is a when you just feel the curse lifted, you feel a little bit more present within your own body, and you feel the screaming that echoes off the back of your mind slowly subside.
Oh yeah, no, we should rest. This is good to be got. It's good.
If
good
we
gone.
rest for even an hour, I can get
Or
everybody else's.
upcasting.
Mhm.
Can you only upcast things that have an upcast value, or
No, you can upcast
You
just
can, you,
upcast
can,
generally?
you can use the higher level spell slot, but it doesn't do anything.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I can help one person.
8th level.
No, that's already gone.
I cast remove curse on Minka.
Okay. Minka, you also feel the screaming recede into the back of your mind, and you feel also a little bit more present.
Okay.
See, feels good, right?
2.
Which of the Nobility Brothers is getting the last one?
Heal Ori.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, Ori. Ori.
Hmm?
Okay. Greater restoration.
You cast Greater Restoration on Ori, and Ori, you feel that screaming die down. And perhaps that allows you to realize, as you speak to this thing from behind it, you are aware of the fact that if this was like a living being, you heard, like it mocked you. It probably would take this opportunity to do so again. This is probably not a sentient creature. This is probably almost like a Ring doorbell. If you're not directly in front of it, it can't really respond to you. There is some element of enchantment that likely needs to be able to see your face to respond. And so you get the sense that A, this is not a creature. This is like an enchanted object of some kind. And B, it can't perceive you when you are behind it. Yeah.
I rolled to see if I got my spell slot back, and I did. So Alina cast remove curse on Valis.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
nice.
That's exciting.
That's very exciting.
We're still tapped on a lot of magic. I would still like to not be tapped on magic.
I think we should rest at least for an hour.
What if we?
Isn't this entry room kind of small? Like, we're not all going to fit here.
We're all in it now.
We all
Resting.
inside
I mean,
right now?
We
but
could just
were all
sit.
clustered up together. We weren't.
Ring?
We were clustered, but how big is the room?
Sure.
So this room, probably about 25 feet wide. It is like a T-shaped room. And so there are these little alcoves off, maybe like 10 feet squares off either side. There is the sort of like pedestal that the skull is on right in the middle.
I'm so sorry. I got distracted by the roommates' jokes. How big is the room?
The room is probably about 20 feet wide and then, or like long. It's only about 15 feet wide until it gets 15 feet into the room, and then it gets much wider, almost like a T, a very
So-
fat-based T.
So there is enough space to long rest here?
Yeah,
I start to
The fact that
sit
there's
down.
enough space to long rest here, and Joe just said it like that, means that he wants us to rest here because bad shit's
Oh
gonna
my
happen.
god.
It's going to happen everywhere.
that.
Yeah.
You got to pick a spot.
Moving
If people
forward
want,
while
some people could come inside the ring. I mean, Ori, maybe you could hold it, or it's just an option.
The
don't
cold
mind.
air coming in from the other room. Is it like Stygian levels of cold, or is it just kind of like someone left the AC on?
is anybody going into the hall?
No.
Okay. So Minka, you get like a tiny bit closer just to feel this. And before you can even start to perceive what is happening, the door slams shut.
Like in front of me?
Yeah.
In my face?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, now I really think we should rest here before we go into this spooky
feeling-
door closing
You are
place.
now within this entryway, the front door shut, the door further in shut. But you have enough space to long rest here if you want.
I have a feeling we might need to do the riddle thing again to open this back up.
Wait, so the door behind us shut?
Yep.
But the door
All
at
of
the
the
end
doors
of
are
the
shut.
hall
All
is
doors
All
are
the
shut.
doors are shut. All 2 of them.
But the other one was already shut.
Correct.
So it was
Alina's
really
just gonna hunker down and start setting up for a rest, and
Okay.
and she's as she does, she's gonna be like, "I'm sorry, Ori. I think we need to be at 100% before we continue on."
Is it possible to arrange ourselves to all sleep so none of us are within the skull's line of sight?
So this is what the room looks like.
Well,
The skull is right here and looking forward, so you can sleep in most of the room.
okay.
There is a 10 by 35-foot rectangle that you could occupy without being in the skull's
the
line of sight.
square is.
Yeah, there's
Sorry,
the-
Alina's gonna
skull
want to
is-
go
the
into her
skull's at
ring
the
anyway,
front
so
of
she'll
the
invite
door.
anyone
Skull
who
is right
wants to come
here?
in to
Right in the
to
center.
join
Right in
her.
the center.
Just to
Looking
Like
straight
at
ahead
the,
at the
of
door.
looking at the door. Okay.
So Alina's gonna say, okay, so just to make more space, I want to go into my ring anyway, so does anyone want to come with me?
If you just put that up there.
Is-
Hold on to that.
Or are you going in?
I don't expect you to do that, Ori.
I'm fine. I don't really need to rest that much right now.
I'll stay out here and rest out here with Ori.
I'll go in. That way.
Okay.
To...
Never mind.
Just if you progress and you decide that you want to move on,
Please tell us.
think a little bit more before they answer next time. I believe in you. Good luck. And also go together. Don't go.
Don't go anywhere.
Just make informed decisions.
Don't go anywhere together.
Got it.
So go places separately?
That's what I heard too.
And Alina is going to hand the ring very deliberately not to validate Ori
Okay.
and be like, is it okay if I entrust that to you?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be able to hear you from in there. Just okay.
If we're in trouble, we'll throw mayonnaise.
So
We will not.
who's going in the ring?
I think the girls.
Okay.
Girls.
Make the decision.
No boys allowed.
So slumber party within the ring.
Woo!
Um,
We're roommates.
Can I do one more thing? So before Alina goes in, she's
I think
like,
I see them all holding pillows.
well, if we're resting, she's just gonna say to the air, Rez, if you're here, I'm sorry, and she's gonna cast Empower Fiend just so we can have some fun.
Okay. You
Wait,
feel
in
that
the ring?
the spell.
No, before I go in.
The spell takes effect,
Yeah.
and you could hear the shifting of like vegetation when you're within the ring. It is this beautiful sort of like little jungle glade, and so there's shifting of the vegetation and stuff around them. They get bigger, you imagine, but they stay invisible and they say nothing.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted you to have some fun. Night.
So you begin to settle in for a long rest.
High
Let's set a
alert.
watch inside the
And-
ring, also.
Um,
Okay, not you, I guess.
the hut has a name.
So cautious.
Sulcasus. Is
I guess I'm up for it.
this security mechanism, the skeleton thing, from this Sulcasus? Was Sulcasus a person who created
How are you
the
trying
hut?
to find that out?
Ori's thinking about it, but is going to vocalize that.
Think.
Is going to vocalize that as we're sitting there.
Okay.
What did your beads Javaris say about Sulcasus? Anything else?
Everything he told me I already mentioned to y'all, but I can ask him again. I have not used that bead today.
You did. We never went to sleep after that last one.
Sorry,
It's been a very long day.
That's why we're all like, long rest. We haven't long rested in 20 hours.
No, I think I used it. I thought I used it the last long rest.
That it's.
Before the last long
We
rest?
did have one in intermediate. We had a short rest in between.
Oh, you're right.
It's
Oh,
been a
okay.
very long time since you've taken a long rest.
We're about to make exhaustion checks
You're
if we don't
actually
do.
you began this session.
Hannah, the player, is very glad we're doing this.
You,
That's
yeah,
why
you-
we're
so
just like long rest. It's
you
been
began
a long
the session
time.
2.4 hours away from exhaustion.
Yeah. And this is
Well, we can trance.
Yes.
Mind taking the first watch? I don't think I slept well the last time we tried to sleep.
Yeah, that's fine. I honestly don't know if we're going to be able to get a full rest here. So, try and rest up. I'll let you know if anything happens. I'm not going to rest very well here.
Before I rest, I just want to divine sense the room.
Okay. Remind me, for Divine Sense, what does it see?
Fiends, Fae, and Undead.
Celestial fiend undead within 60 feet, not behind total cover.
Okay.
And I would do it at like the T, so that the top of the T, so nothing would.
Like right behind the
Full
skeleton.
FOV of the room.
Right at the central axis.
There is nothing celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of you. As you cast that, and it pulses across this space.
Okay.
With the exception of a tiny little blip from Rez within the ring. I would say, Valis, the one thing that you do note as you sort of have that cross across, there is this dull glow that lingers in the wood and in the bone of this room. And you get the sense that you're aware that you can consecrate ground. This is a place where the ground is considered the opposite of that.
Defiled.
Desecrated. And there are mechanical effects to that. But Alice, there is something even more than that. There is something to that feeling that pulls at you. And especially as a paladin, there is great evil within this place. Substantial evil, and no small amount of diversity within that evil as well. And you feel at once like there are things that are trapped here, that there are things that are bound here. This is a place full of souls who are longing to be free. And you can see that that suffering suffuses the structure that you are in. But no undead, celestial, or fiends.
Okay. So from that, I couldn't just like do anything to consecrate or unconsecrate. It'd be like I'd have to free those suffering souls in order to kind of start to unmake the deconsecration.
You could consecrate the ground, like I believe it's a 25-foot radius for the ceremony. You could,
Like
but that would just be this room,
you could
right?
really creep slow through. But you get the sense that there is something that you could do that would be a little bit more effective.
Does it involve violence?
Burn that!
No, it's ears. It involves ears.
Burn it down!
Alright. Got it. Thank you.
No problem. So,
Ori rightly feels...
who is taking the first watch?
Ori.
Ori, make a perception check. Valis, you settle in for a nice rest.
Hell yeah.
When Faust trances, does he pretend to sleep?
That is a 40.
But with eyes open.
With the 40,
What?
as you stay on highest of alert,
Oh, I'm sorry, wait.
40.
So it's 50.
That was Starfinder, it's 30.
That's still pretty good.
so 30,
Which is not 40.
My math. Not on.
with a 30 now and then, you feel the wind blow by outside. There's something strange about it. You detect some essence of regularity to this wind that is a bit unnatural, but it doesn't rattle the frames. It doesn't feel aggressive in any way. You feel the wood in the floor shift, and you know that this house, being on two massive chicken legs, is probably not perfectly steady. You can hear shifting and creaking, but there is no presence outside that you hear.
From the back. What about from the front? Because Ori is more focused on the hallway and the door in front and the skeleton and what the fuck is going on ahead of us.
So you walk out in front, you go
No,
up
I
to the
don't.
front door. Oh, no, you don't.
I'm not moving.
Oh.
I'm keeping watch.
Then you know what
I
you
mean,
see.
we're right here, right?
Yeah.
Does
We're
the
in
house
this
snore?
room.
The house does not
Important
appear
question.
to snore. Though from this room, You don't know whether or not you'd be able to hear it.
So we're just chilling right here.
Most of you are chilling on the other side.
Oh.
That's the back, yeah.
Most of us
this
are
is
in the ring. It's only the two of you.
So this is where we have to go to continue.
No.
forward. Oh.
So that's the front door. Yeah. You guys came in that way. You guys came in through the front
Yeah.
door. This is the door that you guys opened.
And that's
then
the
it's
hallway
shut.
here.
Yes, and then it's shut. Presumably the hallway is there.
Okay.
For those of you at home who
And
have
the skeleton
no
is
fucking clue
still,
what's
like,
going
right
on,
here.
We've got a tiny little
The skeleton
little
is
map
still
of
on
the
the.
room.
Oh.
It's very tiny. If you
Nothing-
put it on the base, it would
Oh
be
yeah, sorry.
the tiniest of maps, but still
That's our map.
quite tiny.
I guess with this much time, Ori would probably try to see if there's like any indications of like what this skeleton's purpose is now, as like it's moved and then it's kind of stopped. Is it just kind of hovering still?
Yeah.
I want to go like investigate it, I guess.
Are you staying behind it?
Yeah.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Let's see, like, is it literally just like a skeleton? Like when it was
It's a
talking, right? A skull.
Right.
But like when it was talking and stuff, and now it's just kind of like floating magically. Something's weird about it.
For sure.
Something must be controlling it. But we killed all the hags, so 28.
It could just be a
With
doorbell.
an investigation check, as you look through, the pieces of this spine are almost too clean and almost too perfect, and you realize that the spine, the podium or the sort of pillar that it's on, is crafted. The skull itself is real. That's a real human skull. It's been well cleaned and kind of set up through this kind of ritual magic, but there's no mechanical means that are controlling this. There isn't even like glyphs or obvious magical markings. Something about this feels very old. This skull, brittle. You can see like little places where it's chipped away and where the elements of the sort of like fossa are visible. You can see like the kind of almost string-like structure within the bone.
Ori really wants to continue forward, but is fighting off.
Everybody's
the
resting.
urge.
You could peek if you wanted.
No one could stop you.
The doors are there. You don't even need to move. You're like you're closest to the door.
From inside the ring, Billy's just like, don't even think about it!
Billy's asleep.
No, we're
Why?
we're keeping
We
watch.
get to
you're
watch.
keeping
Billy
watch.
is
Inside.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah, to answer the question, who watches the Watchmen?
When Minka moved and the door shut, were you moving to the front door or were you moving towards the hallway door?
I was trying to look through the hallway door to get and like try to figure out if if it's like connected to Stygia for the cold.
So did
And
Minka,
it went boop.
did Minka go in front of the skull?
No, behind it.
I think it just closed because we opened the door and then faffed around for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm basically, was that why? Probably.
Probably.
I'm gonna like,
So your watch passes.
Just let us sleep!
Is there something that you're doing, or are you just going to keep asking
I
questions?
wanna, there's something I wanna do.
Oh
I just wanna try
Don't you be,
one time.
Don't you be an ass.
Motion sensor
Scroll up.
in front of the skull.
So you make a dexterity saving.
God damn it, Ori.
Your hand in front of the skull. Just real
God
quick
damn
motion
it.
sensor. You're a rogue.
Yeah, that's fine.
Joe, question.
Answer.
Do I count? Never mind.
27.
With a 27, you move your hand, and as it clears the skull just kind of snaps at you. But aside from that, as your hand goes away, you just hear it go.
Oh, so you are there.
No response.
Well, I'm sorry.
Your watch passes without issue.
Inside the ring, we've taken a first watch.
Okay,
I told him not to do anything.
that's true. I would say from within the ring, you are unable. You can see and perceive outside, but through the facets and from this miniature estate, you're not getting a perception check on what's happening outside. But you can monitor Ori.
And we also want to talk to each other.
Yeah, okay.
The watch is mostly to monitor these two.
Yeah, absolutely.
And make sure that nothing happens while we are all asleep.
So, is there anything that you want to do on your watch?
We're talking.
Okay.
Hey, how are you feeling?
Hot.
Cool. Glad to
were
hear
roommates.
it.
No, like,
Hot. Yeah. Like, actually, that's pretty cool. Usually you're kind of moist.
Why am
thanks.
Like clammy.
And they were roommates.
I'm so proud of you. You broke the pact. You killed a hag. The aunties are dead.
It's weird.
I know.
Also, there's a problem.
What?
I can't find Morwa.
What do you mean you can't find her? Did you do that gross thing with your thumbnail?
Oh, this was just a clump of hair, but yeah.
What do you mean you can't find her?
It's the connection broke. It's and when that happens, it's generally because they're on some other plane. Like I planted something on somebody in Petrichor, and when we left to go to the weird place for drinks, I think is what it's been a long 3 weeks.
No. 3 weeks. I know what you mean, but this whole house is like constructed of a lot of different demi-planes, right? So doesn't that make sense?
It happened before we were in the house.
What does it mean?
She could be in the house. She could be somewhere else. She's just not on the plane anymore, and I don't know how to find her. I don't know if she's alive or dead, and if she's dead, where is she? What do you do when your patron is dead?
I mean, she's probably just in the house, right? I mean, she's probably free now and running amok in here. She'll probably find us before we find her. I'm sorry. What?
Mora was pulled underground,
Yeah.
and there was something that snatched the connection away. Did Billy feel Dora's magic with that, or was it something worse?
I make an Arcana check, and make an Arcana check.
Not as great as the other one. 14. No idea.
Okay. I would say hard to tell, but it makes you think that the part of the reason that you can't find her is because perhaps she's being deliberately concealed.
Hide and seek.
That's not quite right, Billy, but you just, with a 14, are not quite sure.
I hope that she's somewhere in the house. Actually, I hope she's not somewhere in the house. Being in the house is bad. I don't know if you've heard the walls yet.
Have I heard the walls yet?
Make a perception check.
Natural 20.
With
Tell
a
me what those
natural
walls are
20.
saying.
Hey, you! Hey, I'm a wall!
I'm walling here.
Through the confines of this ring, you don't hear much, but with Billy directing you, as you watch, here and there, the wood and the bones of this entry hall shift and move as if bulging, as if the studs and the beams that connect this place and hold it together are rearranging themselves like bones within skin. And you feel as if this entryway, perhaps not the entryway anymore, you get the sense that if you were to open the front door, it would not be the front door anymore. You get the sense that should you open this to the hallway behind you, it is no longer that same hall.
And Alina's like, Oh.
She might be in the house.
If she is, we're ready for her. The hags are dead. She's free, right?
In the house.
Like, she is the house?
Part of it, yeah. That's what I'm
Jeez.
worried about.
Hate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't talk. Yeah. Also, you know how Valis was saying we could probably just sacrifice some things and get control of the house? No.
I was afraid of that.
I mean, maybe if the things had a soul in them. But then there'd still need to be a level of, like, you know,
It has to be a person.
it has to be weighty. Well, you could, I mean, I don't know, maybe you could sacrifice Javaris, but that feels wrong.
I think Valis would be up for that. Truthfully, Billy, this already crossed my mind, and I
think if I go and we could, like, just have me, like, sacrifice at the altar.
So I'm
maybe.
gonna stop you right there.
Yeah?
I've already made a decision, and you're not gonna like it.
We have to kill Valis?
No. I'm the only one in this group who knows what awaits me in the afterlife. You're free. Maybe it's time to go. It's not an abandonment, it's a gift. I know that's a lot.
That is a lot, and it's gonna take a minute.
It's why I told Rez that I can't bring him to his home anymore. I'm out of time.
There might be a complication.
What do you mean?
I don't know if you can do it yourself.
What do you mean?
The person who controls the house has to sacrifice.
Yeah. That tracks. Sorry.
I don't like that.
I know.
I don't know if I can do that.
Yeah. I don't love it either, okay? I want you to control this house as yourself. The aunties stole so much from you. It's a gift. You gotta defeat.
I'd rather just not have her come back, if we're all honest. You know, just...
Guess you're gonna need to control this house then. Hey, do you remember that time that you made me promise not to bring you back if you died? This is kind of a similar thing. Same promise.
Well, then I'll just have to hunt you down.
I'm the hunter. I'll find you.
Does our watch continue without incident?
Yeah, the watch continues without incident. The second watch is going to be Valis, correct? Out in the material plane, or at
Yeah.
least as close as you can get.
Yeah.
So go ahead and make a perception check. Or are you telling Valis anything?
Don't go in front of the skeleton. Or the skull.
I wasn't
Something-
planning to, but now I'll make sure I don't. Extra.
Something is about this place. It's very unsettling.
Yeah, I sense that the ground here is very desecrated and evil. Yes. Hopefully, when we leave it, it'll be a little bit less so.
Alright, well, untrance me if you need anything.
You got a trance, bro.
You don't wake people up, you just untrance.
Untrance me, bro.
Alice, can you make a
Counter-trance.
perception check?
Yeah, I can. 20. Alright. Math. 28.
Big number.
With a 28, you are aware of, briefly, the door creaks in its frame. For just a moment, it's like the entire room that you are in draws in its breath, and that causes the wood to kind of bend towards you. Maybe it's just the house shifting on these legs, but it feels more intentional than that. Another minute goes by, 2, and that's all. But something happened.
Can I divine sense when that thing happened?
Sure
Does that
can.
tell me anything?
You immediately divine sense there is this pulse. There is no undead, there is no fae, there are none of these things that you look for, just as there was not previously. Res is a little larger, I guess, with the Empower Fiend, but
That only lasts an hour.
so just as it was before. And all of you can mark off a long rest. And as you wake up,
16.
you are a little bit stronger.
Hey, Alice. What's your AC?
Still 21.
Guess what?
What?
We're buddies.
So you start your day by just clinking shields together. One by one, you wake up. Many of you feeling significantly better than you did the previous evening. Most of you feeling much less exhausted or close to.
Is this how you guys sleep all the time? This feels good.
Can we get moving, please?
Yeah.
Morning.
Something shifted in the house during my watch. I felt like, I can't describe what it was, but it felt like something happened.
Did we shift?
I think
Probably.
Maybe
The
possibly
house
the rooms shifted.
is sentient?
I felt
In
it too.
some way?
And I think when we open either of those doors, something different is going to be here. Things are just twisted in here. And I think they'll stay that way until we find the altar.
Is
The
there
house
any?
owns sentience, I think is more accurate.
What was that?
He asked if the house was sentient. I think it's more of the house owns sentience.
Oh, you mean
Mm-hmm.
maybe you should.
Oh, there's people in the walls.
Oh. Like,
Like whoever created this.
oh, I was thinking more about the mages in the walls.
Sometimes less physical, but sometimes not. I remember seeing a hallway of just like vertebrae.
Well,
What kind of magic would create a place like this?
Bad.
Evil magic.
I was hoping I wouldn't have to see people in the walls twice in a lifetime. But
I don't know if you see them so much as just parts of them. Anyway, shall we?
A or B?
Billy like puts a hand out for the door handle and just kind of like waits for the okay.
Is there anything that we can do to help guide us towards the room, or
Intent.
What?
Intent.
what is our intent? To find the altar?
To find the altar.
But if our intent is to find the altar and we aren't the current owners,
There
then
are
it
no
wouldn't
current
be.
owners.
Right, but it probably has some sort of failsafe that would make it difficult.
So what, we just intend not to find the altar and wander the house for all of time?
Well, if our intents are direct and clear, then it makes it easier for any sort of failsafe or defensive mechanism to counteract our attempts.
Okay, this feels like they know that we know that they know that we know, and I'm
In a
really
bit.
bad with that.
We've done that, and we figured out intent, and just knowing that you need to go is good. So, and Billy puts a hand on the doorknob. Shall we?
Should we eat?
No. We
Wait.
should not eat.
We can eat in the house.
Oh, yeah, sure.
We should probably eat before we go on an adventure.
Yeah, you might
the
not want
tray
to.
and
You might
is
want to
like-
have something easy to digest, though. It's real sometimes gross in there.
Okay.
She like wishes like their classic whatever meal that they always do.
Oatmeal.
It's just
Across this
various
tray,
kinds
and
of
the
oatmeal.
tray does unroll with all of these actual foods. There's nothing off about it. Within the magic of this hut, the miasma does not affect your rations.
I just imagine it's just a whole bunch of different kinds of overnight oats.
Alina was like, I'm sorry, I got into it. I have so many mason jars in my house.
So you can stop, have a little bit of breakfast, and then, Billy, are you leading the group?
That's the intent.
Okay.
Right behind you.
Guidance.
Roll a d20.
I don't know. I don't think guidance does anything.
Does
for
guidance
that,
do anything?
No.
Okay.
It's emotional support guidance.
Yeah.
Okay,
Roll a
that-
d24.
The guidance feels good. The D20 feels like a 16.
Okay. Billy, you the door and you see a very familiar hall. This hall in front of you, about 30 feet long, it is replete with a dull olive green carpet, threadbare in many places but clean. You see the walls and floors here, dark polished brown wood. It's warm to the eye, but you know it is cold to the touch. You see green furniture, a velvet armchair about halfway down the hall. You see a standing lamp on the opposite side in the corner, kind of far from the chair to provide any kind of light. You see like wax is melted all down the base of this lamp. You see a desk kind of pushed up against the wall as well. And then 30 feet away, you see a door.
So it's very familiar.
Extremely familiar.
Has Billy been in this room before?
This is a hallway.
Has Billy been in this hallway
And
before?
down this hallway is the one room that you remember.
Okay.
At least, that's how you remember it.
Right. Okay, this one's good. This one's fine.
On the lamp, you see 4 candles light up. The flames
That's
slightly
normal.
green, making the whole space just a little bit greener.
We just walk through. This one's fine.
We
This
walk
one's fine,
together,
right?
We walk to the door together,
Yeah,
you
don't let
said?
the
I
door
am
shut between us.
High
Billy,
alert.
you said this one's fine, right? In what way are you trying to ascertain that?
Memory.
Make a flat intelligence check.
Or he's using his perception to look for
Make a
fucking
perception
traps
check,
and
Three.
shit.
With a 3, this is the safest room that
yeah, this is
you
where the
have
guests
ever
go.
seen because
Not
you
trust
know that at the end of this hall is your room.
Yeah. This is fine. And Billy holds the door open for everyone.
He was like, "Oh, if you
29.
say so."
Okay, you walk in.
Why is this fine?
29.
With a 29, as you look around, you memorize the details of this space. You see the lamp, you see the shade, you can see from the flickering green light. This has been untouched by time. Though the carpet is threadbare, there is no dust here. And that's odd. But outside of that, there's no windows, there's just this door at the end of the hall. You see no traps. You walk in, Alina, you walk in. Anybody else entering?
I've been through this one before. It's fine.
I'll walk in, but I will choose not to breathe unless I need to talk.
Okay, you choose not to breathe.
Alina is trying really hard to like her intent. She's like intense, like really intending
For
hard.
sure.
You know?
Not gaseous form.
Yeah. No, just regular.
Everybody
style.
entering?
Yeah.
Cheshire is waiting for Billy to go first.
Billy's already in. She's just
Yeah.
holding the door from the
Then, yeah,
inside.
I'll follow.
Something's naggling at Ori's thoughts.
That's a
but
feature.
He's gonna continue.
Okay. You all follow Billy, or Billy, you hold the door, everybody enters. Who is making their way down the hall first and opening the next door?
Billy would like attempt to be the one to
Okay.
open the next door.
Yeah. So as Ori gets in, you kind of like shuffle foot forward through everybody and make your way to the front. Billy, you get to this door at the end, an unremarkable wooden door.
No, Billy.
And are you going to open it?
Yep.
Okay. Roll a D100.
Were you gonna say something?
Yeah, but it's not important.
So
Billy, as you pull this door open, the door behind you slams shut.
are you sure there's no method to this?
Just open doors.
Well, I feel like maybe you're not necessarily the one with the most
71.
71.
knowledge in this particular situation. Counterintuitively.
Billy, you open this door. The door that you came from slams shut, and in front of you, you see a 50-foot long, 15-foot wide room. This room really more of a grand hall than anything else. As you look down this is not a place that you ever remember seeing before.
This isn't new.
Give me 1 second here.
You knew
Do you have
that.
cutouts for me?
Huh? I don't.
Okay.
I can. This is more for me to keep track of. Okay.
He gave us this one.
Yeah,
so
the
that
house
we
keeps
didn't-
changing, so having a map would not help.
Yeah.
He gave us that one so we would know the layout of where we could rest.
So Matt would know the layout of where he could rest.
This
Well,
hall,
we all needed to
dimly
know.
lit. You do see a single large chandelier with candles that now burn a low blue flame. Combined with the green light of this doorway, it is flickering colors on either side of your party. The walls here are covered in neat rows of glass jars on these rough wooden shelves. Yes.
Looking for bullshit with my eyes.
Okay, make a perception check.
I wish to
You
gaze
do
upon.
see these rows of glass jars. You see some tanned leather sheets underneath them. You see wax-sealed boxes between.
24.
And in many of these glass jars, you see tongues. Various tongues, different lengths and sizes, kind of floating. Some twitching. But as you look across this space, you smell formaldehyde, you smell hot ink, you smell old blood, and just a hint of burned honey. You hear, as you kind of focus on the room, these whispers. You see in the very far corner, all the way across the room, just on the side of a door, an old, what looks like an ancient phonograph-like machine. Though in the space where you might put a record, there is just a large, very rusty-looking needle.
What?
I don't like that. I don't want to think about that one.
Why?
Seems fine. And if anyone wants to hear knowledge of the dead or the damned, you could grab a tongue and put it on that thing, probably.
Are the tongues labeled?
Are you entering and looking?
Oh, are we?
I thought we
have
were
we
in
all
already.
entered the
Oh,
room?
Billy just has the door open and is still in the hallway.
Are we going
Maybe
through
we
this
should
one?
close the door and open it again.
Are we going through this one, Billy?
I thought we wanted to leave the doors open.
Is the door on the other side?
Are you shutting the door, Billy?
Do we want to try that?
I don't
Wait,
know.
I thought you... Why are you leading if you don't have a choice that you've made? You said intention, and now you're
Yeah.
wondering what we should do.
Oh, you're right. No,
Oh
want
my
to go to the
gosh.
altar. Let's go there.
Oh my goodness.
Valis, you enter along with the rest of your party, and off to your left, you just glance at the nearest tongue. It is forked. It looks blackened as if by fire. You see a place where it has been sort of chopped off, and it is sort of wrapped around something that glints from the light up above. It's not labeled, but it looks unusual. Yeah?
Alina's gonna try to get to the next door before Billy.
Okay. You run ahead. You
Okay,
prompt.
Bronky. Hey, why don't you let me get this one? But then she's gonna look around to see whether everyone's like,
As we're going through, Ori's trying to figure out if there's some sort of pattern or method that is like forming from the path that we're taking, because
Okay.
presumably if it isn't something that we're in ownership of right now, these are either going to be like random rooms or rooms that are probably not directly leading us where we need, like,
My recommendation is then to start writing stuff down, because there's no real check to make for that.
yeah, so I'm just describing the rooms. Okay.
Do any of the tongues look human?
Yes, certainly. You see right next to that forked black tongue a very small humanoid-looking one, very small, and it's pierced with a copper nail. Perhaps a gnome's or a halfling's. Next to that, you see perhaps several tongues stitched together to form one. There are many different things kind of floating amongst the jars and wrapped in bits of wax here.
I wouldn't ask too many questions.
It's all hag magic.
You said if we take one of these tongues and put it on the phonograph. Graham that will play.
I said maybe if you want to hear it give you some answers to things that you probably shouldn't know, you could stick a tongue on a needle.
Maybe we
Maybe.
should leave well enough alone.
Okay. I'm ready to move on.
Okay. You make your way out.
So we'll
As
just
Alina puts her
Oh.
hand on
It's
the...
really tempting just to kind of like
Hands on head.
gonna...
Minka, do you want to?
All the tongues?
just
Just sweep them into your bag.
Minka,
No.
there's lots of tongues. I mean, you
Just
see
like
some that look ghostly and incorporeal. You see some that almost certainly belong to like little woodland creatures. You see one that actually
Speak with
is not
animals'
a tongue, but
mouths.
is made of porcelain.
This is
There's
how hags
all
learn
manner
languages.
of things here.
You gotta eat them.
You gotta
are
put it
there
on
any
your head.
like pieces of paper with writing on them?
You do see a piece of like blue wax parchment that's kind of wrapped up in cord. There's no writing on it, but there are a few things that do have like carved infernal runes. There's bits of like writing here and there, but no like labels.
Okay.
You make your way to the end.
Hold on. It feels wrong just to leave these here, and it could be
We don't
part
have
of it.
the time to go through every little thing in
You know,
here.
when
We
There's-
could just destroy them.
When we
It's-
controlled the house, we could just
Just destroy it all.
Is the plan to destroy the house?
the plan is to currently control the house. And then we can do whatever we want with
I
it.
don't think we can get bogged down in every bit of hag magic that we find as we go through
This
here.
is an infinite house. There's infinite bad.
We just need to find
You
the
wouldn't
altar.
go to the hells and say, I'm gonna cleanse this one place in
Or
the
he's getting
hell.
impatient.
One-
Alina's
No,
hand
Alina's
is
hand
already
is
on it.
on the knob.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if there's
Alina's
infinite
like,
bad,
I know, just...
you unmake the infinite bad.
We can do
One
that by
step at a
getting to the
time.
center. So let's wait and get to the middle.
I don't agree with that, but I will
Alice,
go as you suggested.
if you try to keep shoveling snow while it's snowing, you're never going to outpace it.
So what is controlling the house in that metaphor?
If we try and destroy every room through this infinite roomed house as we go, it's going to take forever. If we take control of the house, then we'll be in control. We will have control of the house.
Then we'll
We
finish.
can dictate how it functions.
Alina is
destroy
going
it.
to, with her hand on the doorknob, she's going to summon all the intent of a person who has made their choice
Okay.
and turn the knob.
Roll a d20.
D20
Hey,
choice.
it's a D20, not a D100.
Yeah.
That's true.
15.
15. You crack this door open and you see a green hallway. You see this threadbare carpet. You
Ah,
Is
fuck.
it the same one?
elements of this chair. The chair is directly next to the door. And Ori, as you look at this, you note that the same flickering green light is present, but the lamp is unlit.
This is not. Wait, chair. That chair wasn't there.
No, the chair
What
was
did
there,
this
but the
room-
lamp is... The lamp's not lit now.
Billy, is this the same hallway?
No.
Ooh.
Yes,
Where did-
but no.
Where did...
Is this the hallway?
Go ahead.
Chalk.
Billy, you turn around and you look, and looking straight through this hall, you are looking back into a different version of the hallway in front of you. Billy, there is more than one green hallway in this house.
Fuck.
And then the door from the far green hall slams shut.
So I think that confirms that whatever ideas you have about knowledge of this place are probably moot. No offense, but they probably didn't want you to know much.
So I
I'm
should have
going to
destroyed those
take
tongues
out
back
my
there.
big old bag of chalk.
Mhm.
I'm gonna put a chalk mark on the tongue walls, and then when we get into new green room, I'll put a chalk mark on the green room.
Left or right tongue wall?
Was that
Probably
the
the
exact
right tongue
same
wall
room,
because right hand.
but in a different time?
So hang on one second. For you, Minka,
Uh-huh.
you go over to this wall and you just mark it with chalk. You see, as you do so, though, right off to your right, there is a gigantic rusted steel platter that has an ogre's tongue on it. Massive. And you can see where there would be kind of like meat to kind of give it shape. It has just been stuffed with like old kind of bloody feathers. It twitches. And you hear this voice in your mind say, "You can steal one of us easily." Or with your passive perception, you hear this tongue kind of twitch and ding off the steel tray.
What was that?
Pardon?
Minka, did you touch something?
No!
There's a
You see a
giant
big
chalk
chalk mark on the wall.
Minka, don't
And Minka's holding
touch
chalk.
anything.
The room is lit up because now Alice's sword is unbrandished.
I'm just gonna back away from the tongue. It's like I think the tongue is speaking, but I couldn't quite hear it. I think it has
Don't-
a lisp.
Don't touch it.
How can it have a lisp? There's no lips.
Don't. It's full of feathers.
Alina's like, that makes even less sense.
How about we just go through
We've
and
got
not think about
talking
this?
beads. You think
Or he's like, am I
Is
the
the
only one who's
hall-
seen friggin' magic around here?
is the hall like the same exact hall but in a different time?
All right, everybody through.
With the other door shut, hard to tell now to directly compare. If you enter in, there's no clock or anything that would kind of be
Right.
able to tell you. There's no window, so hard to tell. And without any dust, you can't see like the
But the
passing.
only
really.
difference was the flicker or the lamp being lit and not lit. Did
With
I
your
notice?
particular feature and background, there's a couple of differences. The chair is all the way closer. There's no flames burning on this lamp.
It was the same.
But the light is
But it wasn't
still
there.
kind of being shed. You can see some of the furniture just a little different. Some of the spots on this carpet a little different as well.
Okay. So it's not necessarily identical, but it's.
Alina, you enter this hall?
What?
Are you entering the hall?
Oh, I guess.
Billy
I'm like,
said everybody through.
Oh, yeah,
and
then yeah.
You enter.
Alina is-
Who's leading the way and opening the next door?
Marking the wall.
Okay.
Don't
You
touch the wall,
down the
Minka.
We have to know where we've been.
I can
This
do
is the
that.
first
Don't worry,
rule of being lost.
Minka.
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
But Ori, you're pretty good at holding maps in your head, right?
I have a good sense of where we are.
Some might call it a feat.
So when the room changes behind us, you'll know which room it is.
Well, I'll know which rooms that we've been in.
What if they look the same but they're different?
Well, I was able to tell that that one was the same but different just now.
Oh, because of the chair?
Well, because of the chair and the lamp and some splotches on the carpet.
Yeah, what if they
as well
looked
as-
more similar though? So I think the chalk
I
mark
think I
is a
would
good
be
idea.
able to
But
keep
maybe it
track.
doesn't matter.
Roll a
if it's-
D100, Billy. Billy, you open the door at the end of the hall as the rest of your comrades talk.
53.
53. Okay. Billy, you open this door, and as you do, there are a set of stone steps, only 5 or 6 of them, that lead to a big stone space. You said 53?
Mhm.
Okay, give me 1 second here. It is a sub-level that you have opened this door to. You can feel a cooler breeze enter in here. It smells of old lavender, of damp dirt, of burnt herbs and ash. And you can see down the steps and sort of spread out directly in front of you, there are a number of beds, Billy. And Billy, you don't feel good. As you look at this space, you feel like this is a place where bad things have happened. You feel like this is a place that you do not remember it that you have been before. There are about a dozen mismatched beds, hammocks, and other assorted sleeping areas just nailed to the walls, the floor, even in the ceiling, in such a way that would suggest that perhaps... Hard to tell what that suggests.
Aarakocra's
There's no sheets or anything. It's just a bed frame. There are lanterns in this room that do glow with a soft blue flame. And perhaps that is what is giving the smell here. For you, Ori, with your passive perception, you hear soft music here. very soft, very faint. You can see some pillows in this space on the wall, on the floors, and on the beds that are nailed to the walls. And these do have embroidered eyes across some of them. A few closed, a few have tears kind of embroidered into the edges of them. In the center is a rusted iron bed that has almost caged walls to it, large enough for an adult human. And Billy, it is from this space that you feel the worst feelings.
A caged bed in the middle?
Hey,
Yeah.
Cheshire. You know how sometimes you can make lights
Can I
go
try
off
to
and on
listen?
from a distance?
What is that music
Yeah.
that I'm hearing?
Could you make that one go off?
Dancing lights.
No, the other one. Just make it turn off.
Sorry, I didn't hear. What were you?
Sorry.
What do you want
The
her to
lantern, the blue flame that's on.
Yeah.
Basically, Billy is trying to get Cheshire to like prestidigitate it off.
You press the digitated off.
know that will work. I can try.
For which one?
For the blue flame that's...
So prestidigitation doesn't quench flame, I don't believe.
I think it does.
It could light or extinguish the
Extinguish,
flame.
Not.
But like a candle, I think.
Yeah.
is-
Yeah, I don't. This is like a. Give me 1 second here.
Billy just
Yeah.
reaching for...
Instantly light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire.
I would say it's. I mean, a lantern is none of those things, but I would say it's basically a candle. So yeah, why not? You can quench that. Immediately, the flame dies down, and then very quickly back up.
Yeah.
Worth a shot.
What is this room?
I don't know. I don't like it. And it smells bad. I think there's something in the smoke. Minka, you don't need to breathe. Maybe if we have one person go through, open, and while we all enter, Minka can lead and go through while we stay on one side and hold our breath and go through once she has the other door open. I don't think we should breathe in here.
Easy enough.
Is it the smoke? Is it the smell? Is the smell bad? Bad smell?
Make an Arcana check.
I want to try and listen for what that
13.
music is.
Make a perception check. And you can use your eye for detail for this.
Okay.
With a 13, you kind of sniff at the smoke. That's a part of it, but there's something to this place that is wrong for more like magical means, but you can't quite grasp what those would be.
Natural 20.
Or with a natural 20. Amongst the smoke, you see places where the smoke does not behave as it should. You see barely within this space, there is the outline of a table, invisible within the smoke, and placed upon this invisible table, there seems to be a invisible cube with an open top and something moving. And from here, that music is playing.
Wait.
Yeah.
There's a
If
music
there is
box
some
in
sort
there.
of creature involved here, I can, with which site I can see its true form. Just FYI.
And you see nothing.
Does the true seeing or whatever?
I don't have it anymore.
It's only lasts an hour, and we long rested.
Ah.
Yeah.
There's a music box in here. Through
And-
the smoke.
Ori, on top of that, with a natural 20, opposite where you were entered, you can see on the sheer stone wall, as the smoke drifts across just a thin seam where oxygen seems to be just wafting in, there is an invisible door. And if you were to walk straight through this smoke and straight into the wall on the opposite side, you imagine you had passed through and into a hallway.
Wrapping my face up.
Okay.
So I don't have to breathe.
So
Covering.
for all of you, Ori just starts wrapping their
Alright.
face up.
Oh, yes, I bet. Okay.
Wait. I'm gonna go over there. Minka, come with me, because you don't.
No,
need
we all have
breathe,
to go
right?
together.
We can't hold.
The door will shut and we'll get
What if I
separated.
hold the door open?
Let's
I-
just all go in and not chance it.
Thus far,
You said yourself that the house is...
Alright,
every time a door's opened, another
it's
is
straight
closed.
ahead. Watch out for the table. And there's a weird magic, well, I don't know if it's magic, but there's some weird music coming out of that music box in the center.
Should I light the room up?
Or we could have a different song play.
Ooh.
It feels too simple
I mean,
if
I'm
it's straight
always
across
down
the
for a
room
show,
to
but
get
do we
through the
really think
door
this is
with
the
this
one?
smoke and ominous music
We
playing.
had a good song going in
And
the
the
forest.
cage. The bed cage is also kind of ominous.
Well, we have to do something.
Okay, why don't we all get into the other side of the door? Ori, I will go straight. I'll keep my hands out to not bump into an imaginary table. And then we'll see.
Afraid of bumping into imaginary things.
Do you want
Dashing
me to
over
try
to
and
open the
light it
door.
up?
I can also light it up.
As you all discuss this, Ori darts across the space.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Straight
Everyone in.
over to this doorway, and you're just going straight to the door?
Yeah.
Roll a d20.
God damn it.
I'm doing this thing.
We don't know where the door is.
As this happens, you can hear at the far end of the green
That's why
hallway
I
the
said.
door that had led from the previous space shuts.
17.
17. And, Ori, as you run through this space, you feel the smoke just give away all around you. You suddenly into this
Well, I
hallway beyond.
I went to open the door. I didn't go through.
And as you press, there's just nothing there. You just go straight in, so your arms go forward.
Oh!
And as you lean
Empty door.
forward, you see a green hallway. You see polished brown wood. You see green furniture. But the candlelight is moving weirdly. You see flames, but not green. There is a warmer light in this room. And there's something odd to the way it moves. I would say with that natural 20, these flames are flickering in reverse.
That's right. This room changes.
Wait.
It's feeling like this room is
This
kind of the
room
key.
going in reverse?
No, we're going in reverse.
No. Look at the candle.
Did we all make it to this hallway?
One by one, you make your way across, and staying especially close together, you make it to this hallway. You are all now gathered at the edge of the Dream Cellar and the Green Hall. And Billy, you open the door to the
Wait.
Green Hall. The far door to the Dream Cellar slams shut. And can you roll a D100, please?
What's that thing, the comedy thing where people are like running between the doors?
27.
27.
Billy
Benny
has
Hill.
intent.
Benny
Billy
Hill.
rolls on a D100.
No. We roll a d20 whenever we enter the hallway. And we
It's
roll a
hallway
d100
D20,
whenever we
D100
enter
runs.
a room.
Yeah.
Billy, you push this door open, and from within this green hall, there is a 20 by 15 stone chamber directly in front of you. You can see that
Altar?
not an altar, but an ancient, heavy stone tub takes up the middle of this sort of hall almost. There are arcane runes and runic blood sigils that are glowing faintly red, painted into the stone with fingers. The tub is filled almost to the brim with blood. It
Right.
looks fresh.
Everyone in.
What?
You can smell this faint copper scent, and there is magic that emanates off this bath.
What this bath do?
Make an Arcana check.
Did I also make one?
And Billy, make that at advantage. Yes, go ahead.
Hex blood.
One better than the previous. That's a 19.
Okay.
What this bath do?
Someone's gonna rise
24.
up out of this fucking blood and we'll be fighting a blood monster.
Billy, as you look at
It'll be a
this,
bloodbath.
you examine this, and this is indeed the room that is called the Bloodbath. This is a magical sort of tub, this blood ever fresh, and that is curious. You get the sense, looking at the glyphs and elements here, this is designed at a cost to heal an individual who submerges themselves within. Valis, you looking at it with a scholarly eye, get the sense that beyond just that, this would only work once for a person, but by immersing yourself in this for about a minute, you would heal a tremendous amount curses could be broken, diseases could be ended, severed limbs could be regrown. This is an immensely powerful healing contraption. And with, you said 25?
24. Wait. 24.
And with the 24, there's something more to this, but you can't quite tell.
But there is a cost.
There is a cost, for sure.
Do I get the sense that this is like
$6.
like an evil or unholy like thing?
Evil, certainly. Unholy, hard to tell. But there is a severe evil that comes across this.
Okay.
Just don't touch it.
From that check
What you
is
want.
how can I break it?
Do we need to just like tie you up, Alice? Because Billy just watches Alice like.
It's a bathtub made out of stone.
I don't know. Maybe we should let him cook.
You said there was glyphs and runes around it too?
Oh yeah, all over the place, painted in blood onto the walls of this bath. But it is stone.
What if something was dead when you put it in it? Do I think that thing come alive?
This could potentially bring somebody back from the dead. Had they been dead for no more, potentially for 100 years. This is a tremendous artifact. But with the 24, you can't tell where this cost is coming from.
Alright, finger check. How many fingers do we have?
Wait, between it, you mean like
Kidding, but I do tell the
Alina goes
group.
very tight-lipped and is like,
I tell the group that what I believe this object can do, and I take out my sword and I say, I need to unmake this evil object.
Are we going to have to destroy every single thing that we come
house
across
is gonna
here?
get
This whole
mad.
place is evil, Valis.
Just the
Maybe-
evil things.
Everything
all
here
of
is
it.
evil.
Take a step back.
the last time he got this sword, it was pretty cool.
Is there anything that anybody wants to do before Valis vanquishes the body?
I want to.
Does anyone want to use it for anything?
You back up.
Use it.
Yeah, Billy is like.
What was that, Tina?
I said if he wants to kill himself.
Okay.
Yeah,
you
Billy
back
has
up
her
as
back
well.
to the next door and is
Okay.
like
Yeah,
trying to pull
ready to
everyone
get
else out of
into
the
the
way.
next
Minka?
room.
Protection from good and evil.
Protection from good and evil on Valis.
Billy's
Valis,
just like, I'm not gonna help you, but I'm not gonna stop you being an idiot.
you raise this sword high, the moonlight concentrates along the edge, and you slam it down. No roll required. You shatter this tub. Do me a favor. Roll a d20.
18.
We don't end up in the next hallway, man. So
It's nice
many-
knowing you
Souls
guys.
come at you.
Valis.
Yes.
You shatter this tub, and blood washes across the floor. As it does, it disperses the shards of stone to the walls, and it almost just like oil on water just separates away and leaves just unblemished floor. You see there are broken connections that remind you of the tubing that you had seen amongst the Celestine workshop. You had seen it hooked up to individuals working in this workshop, being slow-fed this poison. This seems to have been connected to something somewhere else, and seems to have perhaps been keeping this blood fresh by supplying it steadily.
I did suspect
And having
that.
opened this, you see suddenly blood just begin to emerge and continue to come up and to continue to
Well-
flow, until there is about an inch of standing blood across the entirety of this
Oh,
room.
you've just
Well
killed
done,
a bunch of
Valis. You have been once again very noble. Let us continue as we
But this
vanquish
tub is
evil
vanquished.
through each room.
Does it
Thank you, Ori.
eventually?
It does.
Okay.
Alina.
Sorry, what was your question?
Does it eventually stop?
It does.
Okay.
Alina activates flight to hover 2 inches above, and she's like, "Who wants a ride? This is disgusting."
I
We can just move to the next room.
highly recommend
Split,
that you don't
split,
do this in
split,
every
split,
single room we
split.
go to,
Opening the
or
door.
we will never get through this thing.
Very
That
grumpy
didn't
is
take
Ori.
very long.
And Billy opens the door.
Ori already opened it.
Billy
Deal with
hits Ori in
Make
his
sure
ass
we
and
know
pushes
what
him through the
people
door.
are doing.
And Ori, can you go ahead and please for me roll a d20? As Ori pushes this door
13.
open, you can hear the door at the far end of the green hallway slam shut. You said 13?
Yes.
Okay.
The
I
green
still mark
hallway
the
again?
blood room, but
Okay.
I put the chalk mark above the blood floor.
Again, only about an inch of blood, so like not a tremendous
Right
amount.
above.
A lot of y'all talk about destroying this house,
should
but
put a
I was
mark
the only
above
one
so
really
that we
doing
can tell
anything.
if
Nobody
Two
wants
marks.
to
One to
destroy
mark
it.
the blood floor height.
Once we take control of it,
so we know
Billy
we're
gets to or like whoever
Oh,
gets
it's
to
drained a
remake it
little
as
bit.
we see fit. Or like as players, we know that.
Ori,
Dallas doesn't.
you open this door and you see a narrow tunnel, only 5 feet wide. You see stone that rises up to an arched ceiling, and floating all across this space are quills that just through the air, dripping little elements of ink down into the ground. You can see little bits of parchment that kind of flutter along, almost like bats in this narrow hallway. There is ink that flows like water across the floor, and you see words that are written kind of swirling into existence and then just disappear like currents across the grain of the wood. You all feel innately the spark of magic within this space. There is something very magical in the air here. And across the space, no more than 30 feet, you see a doorway.
Ooh, have you seen this room before?
Are we in?
We kind of have to unless you want to stand in the blood.
I'd rather stand in.
Choose.
Ooh, that's gross.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this whole
let's go
time.
in.
Open-toed sandals.
Oh,
Through a lot.
So you squelch out of this room and kind of trace blood into the ink, swirling it around and making a very big mess right in the threshold. But one by one, you cross into this ink duct.
Do the words say anything that we can recognize?
Make a perception check.
Just as a reminder, Alina understands all written language.
Oh, that's shoot. That's right.
Fucking so bad.
Alina also just looks at it.
Is
I
the
got distracted.
are the quills dripping
29.
like actively onto us?
If you walk in, they certainly will be, yeah.
Like pitter patter rain or torrential downpour?
Pitter patter rain. Not even that much.
Okay.
It's a spit.
Dribble, if you will.
So
I got a 33 with guidance.
33 with guidance. Fantastic.
I got
So
eyes.
you look down amongst the elements and swirls, and you see little words appear. And they speak of magic. And you are seeing just rifts and elements left over from spells left incomplete. You get the sense that were you to cast a spell or use some kind of a magical ability within this room, there would be a dangerous surge of wild magic, unlike magic that you are familiar with. What you are seeing is certainly arcane, but not stuff that you can make out, though it looks dangerous. And you see imagery within this ink as well. You see images of eggs and images of witches and bent people. You can see at one point what looks like a person walking in the ink and then their skin just falling off before it splashes into the wood. There's all kinds of stuff here, but you know that casting magic in this hall is a bad idea.
Okay, we are declaring this the do not cast magic room.
Well, that's easy.
And
Finally, a room that Ori is good at. Sorry, that's Hannah, not Lena.
I think
What is happening tonight?
I think this ink is full of like potential, in like the literal sense. Like I think,
Like potential energy,
yeah.
but magic.
Billy pops a cork and just kind of like holds it underneath one of the quills.
Hold it underneath one of the quills. You're just trying to gather a bottle of this ink.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you're going to fill the bottle.
Uh-huh.
Roll a d6.
Uh-huh.
You get one drop and then it explodes with
Sick.
magic potential.
Make an arcana check.
6 magic potentials.
22.
Nice.
So, Minka, you see the skin fall off this creature, and as that happens, you see Billy position a little bottle directly under that ink. The ink drips into the bottle and fills it, and you see that ink begin to bubble and burble. For you, Billy, you see the bubbling and burbling as well, and that feels not great. You get the sense that something bad is about to happen.
Ooh,
Where are you
skinning.
throwing it?
Billy just looks like left and right to make sure that no one is on either side and just tries to throw it into a corner.
So some of
You
the ink is
hurl
caustic.
this into the corner, and it strikes the wood. There is a ting, little bits of ink go everywhere, and fire seems to along the ink before it just melts back into the wood.
So
Potential.
Okay, you know how you got mad at Valis
Yep,
for
no, I
doing
deserve that.
things? Okay. Would you like an I told you so, sir?
It's not magic.
No, I think
chalk.
Billy did what we are here to do, to
The ink
investigate.
kind of like runs down, and there is chalk, but like it
That
probably
was,
won't
that
last
was good. I
as long.
told you so.
as-
Actually, I peeled. I made Valis happy.
So is it all of the ink drippies that are caustic, or is it just
Yeah, they not caustic,
or like
but they all seem bad.
magically potent enough to ignite stuff?
But as Billy put their hand underneath, and as Minka kind of like regarded what was happening, little bits of ink got on both of them and didn't like burn them. Probably concentrating the ink is not good, and probably casting magic is not great, as Minka had said.
So if we just pass through quickly, we should be okay.
Yep, seems like it.
Or is gonna quickly pass through,
Make your way through. Alina, are you leading the way?
keeping
Yeah.
Okay.
eyes
You
for
get
any
to the end of this
suspicious
hall.
thingies.
You can see the elements of ink all around, but straight ahead there is a door. Are you opening it?
Yep.
Roll a D100.
Lots of intent.
Roll a D100.
I like
Lots
that
of
intent thing. Might not be working out.
37.
37.
You might have the wrong intent.
That's true. They intend to just keep going around and around.
So far we've gone.
I like that. Alina,
Somewhere.
you open up the door. Give me 1 second.
We haven't found anything especially bad yet.
And you
Besides the
see in
threat.
front of you a long,
Destroyed because it was
Arch.
evil.
a long arched hallway that is 50 feet wide. This is a massive space compared to many of the others that you had seen. It seems to stretch at least 100 feet into the soft darkness, perhaps even more. The walls here are lined with twisting portraits. They seem to move in the dark. These oil paintings of figures, most of them mid-scream. You see mouths frozen open in anguish or rage or sorrow. Some of them are blurred, some are hyper-realistic. There are different styles mixed into this place. You do not see any other clear doorway on the walls. The walls are just kind of darkness. Though about 100 feet into the room, Alina, with your dark vision, you do see a cracked mirror archway. There may be words, but at this distance you cannot read what the inscription is beneath this arch.
Not even if I look really hard.
Not even if you look really hard at 100 feet in the dark, but you can see that there are words.
All right, to the group, well, Alina describes that, and she's like, I think if I get closer, I can read what's on that arch.
So, Alina, you speak words. And as you do within the room, you see the darkness kind of ruffle. The pressure of sound within this room builds by one.
Chester says telepathically to everyone.
Shut up.
If the
Megan's gonna try to talk telepathically back to Cheshire and be like, "Are there any strings in here?"
Do you think the thoughts and they bounce around?
So Valis is gonna like after hearing that from Cheshire and seeing everyone else be quiet, he's gonna like try to get everyone's attention to raise his hand and point towards his like boots and armor and like mime like, I make noise when I walk. Do I need to not?
Billy's gonna like mime the levitating thing.
Yeah, Alina, who Alina raises up in flight, and she's like,
what's actually going on here? Because there's this hallway, noise
We would love to
happened,
know.
and then,
We'd like to know the win condition,
well,
please.
Yes.
for
So
Ori,
wait,
well,
I have to say this. So a lot of times you ask questions, but I need to know the.
so my question is, because for Ori right now, door opens, we see all of this stuff. Alina says something, then telepathically Cheshire's like, we need to be quiet.
Yeah.
Like, one pressure went up, one sound pressure went up. What does that mean? And like for Ori, what is he experiencing here?
With your sensations, the air is unnaturally thick in this room. It's like the air itself is soaked in vibration. And when that sound went out, it is like it amplified exponentially.
Okay, so it's like holding that sound in, kind of keeping that energy going, more
Perhaps, yeah,
potential
something
or
like
something. Okay.
Mentally, it's like walking into a bell.
So,
Well, Alina's gonna scoop up Valis and just. Have we entered this room already?
So make a. I'm going to call this a dexterity check.
Billy would see you going to scoop him up, and she's just like,
If I see that, I won't do it.
Okay.
Oh.
levitate.
I can only do it through the instrument.
Oh.
How far is the other room?
Oh,
You said
it's
it was
got
50 foot?
purple
There is no
components.
other room. There is a archway with a cracked mirror in it and an inscription 100 feet in. There is even more darkness beyond that, but only Alina can see that cracked arch.
Billy gestures to the previous ink room that's still open. And Billy's like,
Don't fully close it or we'll lose it.
Yeah.
so Billy
Not
like
get the intent.
steps back into the room with the ink
Okay.
and is trying to motion everyone to come back in.
Done.
And then, okay, is this the time we want to try the door thing?
Like close it and open it again?
well, there's got to be a way through. Why don't you
You
just...
close the door. As you close the door, shutting it in that manner, you imagine the pressure on the other side builds again.
Billy would have shut it gently.
Yeah.
Okay. So then,
So if it's still there, most of the spell work that we would need to make Valis quiet involves a verbal component or sound, and casting it in here would cause a
Was
wild
bad.
magic explosion.
yeah,
So
Why can't I just carry him? Is it too loud? Too clankily?
because you'll still carry him and move his armor around.
Yeah. Okay.
But if she picks him up out here,
Wouldn't
gets
it
settled,
make more
shouldn't be
sense for the ones of us who are already pretty quiet to go in and see if there's anything that could make it not be
But
an
if
issue?
we get separated, maybe the door is activated and we're on the other side.
I wouldn't go any further than the mirror that Alina can still see.
But that might be the door.
Well, if it's the door, then I'll come back and report back.
What if there's some mechanism that, I don't know, blows us out of the room and closes the door and separates us?
Well, then maybe you can try and smash open the door
all of
with
the
your divine magic
portraits
to
Could do
slay the
that.
evil that prevents us from getting back to one another.
were all
Oh.
the portraits in
Sometimes.
Wait,
sound.
Oh, what do
Sorry,
we got?
say it again?
Rain. How to say that? Would all the portraits in the middle of like making a sound?
All the portraits?
Yeah.
so all of the things
Yeah.
that we can do to make Valis fly will also make noise. What if we just make noise once and then we never make noise again?
How many charges does it take?
Are you talking about your silencing spell?
Then we'd be very quiet.
Would you be able
Didn't
to
we-
do it in this enough space?
No, we'd have to do it in there.
Do you need to speak to do the spell? We've
I-
encountered a room such as this before, and I've recalled we had to overlap it, and that involved
Yes.
some of you.
That's why I'm saying if we can do it once, maybe that will be enough. But we don't have much option.
But it,
Well, we
maybe I
also...
don't understand, but it won't reach the end of the hall, right?
The hallway is only 50 feet.
Well, we're also assuming that the next
hallway
time
is
we
50
open this
feet
door,
wide.
we're going
Yeah.
to
It's
be in
100
the
feet
same
from there.
At
hallway.
least
This is the
100 feet,
Screaming
yeah.
Gallery.
Silence.
Cool.
It is quite large, and this is
But I could cast
What you can
multiple.
I
But every-
think
it's
Every-
100 feet to the archway with the cracked mirror.
But every time you would cast it, that would make noise, correct?
Mhm.
So that risk builds more noise. Could.
But we would all be in the room. And there would be a quiet space.
also not necessarily going to open the door and find this room again.
Yeah, what if we just re-roll the room, pretend
Shoot.
like it never happened?
Reroll. What does that mean?
Billy was just
Do
like,
you
shh.
have the spell that makes us
Everyone
walk quieter?
Shh. We're just gonna open the door. We don't want to cast that in here.
Ink's gonna mess up.
And Billy opens the door.
You crack the door open, and that gallery is still there, and the pressure makes your hair back because it is louder than even when you closed it last.
So Billy like walks in,
Did you whisper?
Or is
whispering from within the ink room,
readying
facing
for the
like away from the
pressure
door.
increase.
Door's still open, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. The pressure builds.
Damn it.
So far, whispered words, rustling, these things have built small amounts of pressure, for what it's worth.
It's the vibration.
And Billy like very gently like puts her face into the room.
You cast silence. That whisper adds 1 to the pressure, which does push it to a multiple of 5. Can you roll a d6, please? You cast silence into this space.
Were you inspired by Department Q for this room?
I've never seen Department Q. The biggest inspiration, honestly, was playing Mapleberry Manor. That was like the biggest push for this. As you cast silence, this orb opens up where there is just a dearth of sound, and you hear across this space, twisted and grows louder and louder. I would say, who's the last person to enter this kind of orb of silence? Or is everybody there, and then Billy, you're the only one who's kind of outside of it to begin?
Billy's like everyone is behind Billy.
Okay.
And Billy just stuck her face in and made the silence like
So
right
Billy,
at the
make
entrance.
a wisdom saving throw.
Great.
For the rest of you, this silence, there's just a brief kind of uptick in the shh, and then silence just swallows the door.
12.
With a
Yeah,
12,
plus 5.
17.
with a 17, Billy, that is a failure.
Yep.
As you hear your voice get louder and louder in your own ears, it is like it is mocking you, and you can barely hear for that deafening kind of shh. Even in the silence, you can hear it in your mind now, the psychic reverberation, and ability checks will be made at disadvantage until you get out of this room. But you all enter into this silent sphere. Okay, you enter. You can see now some of these portraits frozen mid-scream, hands raised up, fully screaming in this moment as this kind of echoes across this space. You cross the space of silence, and on the far end of it, what are you doing, Billy? Same thing?
No, Billy's pointing to
do we
Ori.
see what do we see now?
You get a
Now
little
that
bit
we're
closer.
in-
A little bit closer. Alina, make a perception check to see if you can read what is around this crack.
Natural
here.
1!
A bunch of squirmy little letters, and you swear that you can read it, just not at this distance.
She starts cleaning her glasses.
The portraits, have they changed at all when
Yes.
the
You can see now some of them actively look like they are screaming, like there is movement to the face. In this zone of silence, you don't hear anything, but you imagine it's probably loud on the outside of this orb.
Does it seem like there's like a active
does
spell happening with like on the portraits, or is it more of just seem like an enchanted object?
Like an enchanted object.
does Ori see anything? So we're in what? It's
It's a 20-foot sphere.
20-foot sphere, so we're 20 feet in the room,
40
roughly.
feet. 20-foot radius? Or
20-foot sphere.
So
No,
20
20
feet
foot
in the
20
room.
feet in.
So 20 feet in the room. How far to the mirror that
So 40 feet into the room.
Alina?
Give me 1 sec.
But she whispered it from the door, and does it?
Sorry, when you say 20 feet
Yeah,
sphere,
20-foot radius sphere.
Oh, that's
centered on
a 40-foot.
so we are 40 feet into the room.
Yeah. Because the radius is half this. So, yeah. The diameter. Just the length.
So 40 feet into this room.
Oh, it's centered on the point.
Yeah. So ahead,
Mhm.
the mirror. We're still out of range for Alina to be able to see it.
Yes. Do you have dark
I
vision?
have dark vision up to, I think it's like 30 less than yours. You're 120, right? I think I have 90.
If you have 90, then you are now in range where you can see the writing. Do you read Sylvan?
I think I do, actually.
I think I'm literally the only person that doesn't.
That is correct.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I took basic Sylvan back in
Sylvan 101.
classes.
So make a perception check then.
I feel like Sylvan is like the
Hell yeah.
Latin
Sylvan.
equivalent on this.
Yeah.
I also have.
Celestial is actually the Latin equivalent.
Can I also roll? I have
Sylvan is
60 dark
nice.
vision.
That's a
I was
30.
homeschooled.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Well,
But
roll anyways.
with a 30, you can read these words. This inscription beneath reads, "Speak and I shatter, breathe and I break, cry out and I consume all in my wake. But stillness I cherish, in silence I sleep. Hold fast your tongues, and my promise I'll keep."
Do I get anything more with a natural 20 for the perception check?
With a natural 20, yes.
Nice.
With a natural 20, just barely, you see a tiny piece of the broken bit of glass tink, kind of tink into place and fix itself.
What glass?
The mirror in front of us, right?
Yes.
There's the arch mirror that is presumably going to be the next door.
Did it break at all since we've been? Did we see it break at all?
No,
or
it was
did
just cracked when you arrived.
So
Tink,
Ori is
another
going
little
to
piece.
take out a notebook and quill.
Should we get back? It's Alina's going. Oh wait, Alina's.
We're in the
We're
silence
still in the silence. Sorry.
Yeah. So Ori's going to write down, "We need to wait and be silent," and write down what the Sylvan said,
Okay.
so that people can read it.
I will write
Silence
down
hack.
on a piece of paper. It looks like the mirror is repeating yourself. Did you say be still as well? Okay.
And then Ori's just going to sit in the silence and
Same.
basically
We all sit down.
Do the same.
get in trance mode, but not
Or we start
fully
snoring.
trance.
Same.
Or it doesn't snore while trancing. That's sleep.
That's
You
what
sit
you
in
say.
silence. A minute goes by, 2 minutes go by, and even those of you who are a little bit less perceptive than others note the glass is fixing itself. And this broken element of glass that reflects you in many different refractions slowly becomes fewer and fewer until there is only one reflection that is staring back at all of you. And for you, Ori, who answered that puzzle, go ahead and roll a d20.
Nice.
If 10 minutes
Natural
finish
20.
before the end.
5 minutes.
Okay.
With a natural 20, roll a d100.
Skip hallway. This is blueprints.
Around
It's
you,
very Slay the Spire coded.
you feel the floor shake and vibrate and rumble, though you hear nothing in the silence.
47.
47. And the reflection in front of you shifts, and it's like the glass curls away to the side. You hear no cracking, but it's the sound of ice kind of being exposed to heat for the first time. And then on the inside, you can see stretching out in front of you a very peculiar room. There is no hallway. And you can see on the other side little bits of dust falling down as you have forced this house to rearrange itself in a way it is not meant to. You see the space beyond is tall. It is cylindrical. There is no visible floor even. It just looks like an unfathomable drop into darkness. Perhaps just bits of gray mist at Alina's vision edge. You see the ceiling above just vanishes into darkness, and unseen, something seems to suspend chains that lead to tiny black cages, no larger than a lantern each suspended by strands of silver wire, but in places what looks an awful lot like sinew of muscle. And in each cage you see flickering motes of light, some brilliant, others weak and guttering. The air in here hums faintly, and the room pulses like a living thing. You can see that there is a cage larger than the rest and wrapped in barbed golden chains, and it radiates an intense light. And within it, you can see, curled and weeping silently, is a form of a human, its wings tattered and charred. And because it is 9 o'clock and a good place for us to take a break, as you look into the soul cages, this is where we're going to step away. So thank you for joining us for this session of Courts of Everest. There'll be a timer on your screen, and we'll be back at the end of it. We'll see you then.
Did we?
And we're back. Thank you for sticking with us through the break if you did. If not, welcome to D&D. You're a part of it now. Our group, wandering through the house of Baba Yaga that rearranges itself as you move. You opened a door and had seen this tall cylindrical room with just disappearing ceilings and floors, but hanging from somewhere are these black cages suspended by strands of sinew and silver, and you saw within this space, often in the sort of far right corner of this, it's a circle, so far right and straight ahead just a little bit, there is this large cage that houses a human individual with wings that are tattered and charred, curled over in an almost protective stance.
Alive?
Said he was weeping, right?
Make a medicine
Weeping?
check.
Yeah, weeping.
They draw in
Well,
breath.
they're,
You
they're alive.
Yeah, you can't hear a whole lot.
Is it a human or a humanoid? Like, what? Do we need to get closer to know what kind of... Like, is it a creature? Or does it look like it's... like...
They're about 60 feet away across this space. It's unnaturally dark in here. Alina, you can see them fine, but still with the wings over. You've not met a person with wings. You've heard of different kind of angelic creatures throughout, history and things like that. You've heard of Aarakocra. Though this person does have, like, human skin.
Can I study the room to see if it's actually truly a huge drop or if that's some kind of illusion?
Make an Arcana check.
This is not the first time hags have tried to throw us off by being like giant drop off into nothingness.
It is true.
It's just a dance floor.
You said Arcana?
Yeah.
5.
Perhaps it's a bottomless drop, but there could be very cool rocks down there.
I will toss a rock at the floor and see if it falls through.
A rock at the floor.
You are now -1 rock. You're in the opposite direction of the rock checks.
You kind of peer down and you don't see it anymore.
Do
And then, ding, right off the top of your head, and it continues going down.
Wait,
Whoa.
what?
Whoa!
Make a dexterity saving throw, Mink, as you stare up.
Good thing
Can
I have
I-
a regular rock.
Can I reaction?
Ooh, that's pretty good. What's my dexterity now? Because it changed.
You would get +5, but in case you fail, I would like to intercept this damage of this Minka's attack on herself.
It would be a dirty 20 with Val's +5.
Dirty 20, no problem. You see it coming again just out of the darkness from above, and you back, and it straight past you again.
So seeing what's happening,
Yeah,
I'll catch it.
infinite loop?
you catch it. It hurts. So actually,
Regular rock.
you catch it and it almost yanks you off your feet. You do take only 3 points of bludgeoning damage, but from a tiny stone, that's a good amount. It hurts your hand to catch.
Ow!
Oh, I have
You
one
dropped
more.
this.
I have one more question.
Yeah.
I had taken charisma damage before the last long rest. Has that been resolved?
It has.
Okay, good.
And you have about 3 minutes of silence left, for what it's worth.
Okay.
There's
Think it-
probably a door somewhere in here.
You're still in silence.
Oh.
I go and
Oh.
activate the
You can
dragon
see,
arm and float it.
yeah, you can see about 60 feet ahead where this kind of door is resolved, all this stuff through. But just because the door has appeared, you haven't crossed the space through this
Right,
gallery
right,
yet.
right.
Oh.
I'm gonna start going towards. I'm gonna shift in dragon form, start going towards the door, and be like,
Okay.
I guess Ori
Start
would
moving.
try to
Same.
follow, going,
Quietly.
jump quietly as
So everybody make a stealth check.
Stealth have the same roll as before, which is not.
Oh, yeah.
phenomenal.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh dear.
28.
Are we in a wild place?
Okay. We're not. What was that?
25.
Okay. Valis?
Stealth. 12.
12. Excellent. Okay, you clank your way out of the silence and rush across this space. Billy?
Oh my god. Oh
Billy,
my
you
god.
also clank across. The pressure builds and then release.
Somehow Billy clanks. She doesn't know how.
11.
Okay, and then Minka.
I hate this so much.
15.
Minka, that is a success. So, Valis and Alina,
Yep.
can each of you roll a d6, please? You all dash across this space. You run, you rush, you
I
leap.
think something because I got under 10. I wonder if mine's worse.
Oh, maybe. Sorry. Oh, 1.
1,
5.
5. First, as you rush, for you, Alina, you set off a good amount of noise as you move. And in doing so, you feel the pressure build and then pop. Several of these portraits open their mouths and howl, and the sound is amplified tenfold. Make a con save, please.
Against a spell.
It is not.
Ooh, 9.
A 9.
That's 5.
14.
14, that is still a failure. And Alina, you take 11 points of thunder damage. And then for you, Valis, you can see all of a sudden as you step forward, Alina running towards you and Billy running off from the side. You see Cheshire floating down from the ceiling and you feel slightly disoriented, but you concentrate. Make an investigation check.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
Let's see. 4.
And you know the way. You dart off, and all the rest of you watch as Valis just zags off and into
Valis,
the
where are you
darkness.
going?
And then, Billy, the area around this silent zone builds pressure unlike anything else.
Oh boy.
And there is a moment where all of you can feel your hair stand on end, and then there is a thunderous clap. Give me 1 second here. Billy, setting off so much noise with your allies participating in the noise as well, you take everybody who is within this space, and I think it's only Ori who is able to clear it in time, because you're using your cloak. Okay. Is anybody else teleporting or doing anything else to make a faster movement?
Misty step.
Misty step, Misty step
I
out.
guess I'll Misty Step too.
Okay.
I
That's a
don't
good
think
call.
I have time to Misty Step unless you'll allow
I
it.
ain't got
I'll
nothing.
allow it.
Yeah.
You can fly though, right?
Yeah, but I fly slower.
Oh.
Do you want to use Misty Step?
Yeah.
Okay, you use Misty Step.
But I only get like 20 feet forward because it's Misty Step.
That's fair.
It's 30 feet.
30 feet forward, so I'm still only 70 feet in.
Still puts you 10 feet out of the door. So for those of you who are not able to make it through the door before this thunderous clap, you do take a merciful 13 points of thunder damage. And you continue to move through, and each of you gets to the door, though Valis has wandered into the darkness.
When you say the darkness, I'm like a little bit confused what you mean.
So where these paintings are hung, there is not wall, it is just dark. And it is almost like drapes of darkness, though there is no edges to it. And as you turn and walk off to the left, following Alina, who kind of runs towards you and then off to the side, Alina is too fast. They prompt and are just out and into darkness, and so are you. And Valis, can you roll a D100, please?
Did Valis get lost in the
yeah.
fucking wall?
Oh, no.
Or he's gonna look back, see that Valis is missing.
Much like Miss Nelson.
Any sign of Valis?
It was nice knowing you
Back in the
guys.
room?
19.
Oh, you are a very different place than we are.
Valis, you walk in the darkness, that scream dying behind you. What was that roll?
19.
A 19. Oh, lovely.
Damn. Oh, damn.
Valis, you wander through the darkness. You can barely hear your footsteps, but they do get louder as you walk in a particular direction. You follow that loudness. You can hear the creak of wood, and all of a sudden you can smell the scents change to this overwhelming smell of rich earth and rot and honey and iron. And you take a step forward and kind of bump your face into dirt, which crumbles away in front of you. and you can see little elements of light peer through. The temperature within the space beyond is humid.
I look back. Is it just darkness?
Just darkness.
No. I think I went the wrong way.
Look on the bright side. Now you can destroy all the evil
True.
without people
No one
yelling
can
at
stop
you.
me.
Sunbeam.
Is this Earth Wall evil, Joe?
The devil palace.
I don't know if it's evil, but you can see that there is just dirt in front of you, and there is bits of air coming through. There is a space beyond that you could peer into. You
Is
could
there
also
like
just
a-
push the space forwards.
Alright, I'm gonna just heal myself a little bit with lay on hands,
Okay.
because my situation is now dire, and I will just push forward and walk through the, like, I'm assuming this is like a thin earth wall.
Through
So you
first.
push, you
Compare
push,
the
dirt
differences.
crumbles away, little bits of roots kind of tickle across your face, and you enter into this space. It is like there is glass all along the walls and the ceilings. You can see dozens of plants and flowers. You see shrubs clustered in pots. You see hanging baskets full of plants, and there's troughs of thick, dark soil. There are places where flowers bloom. There are other places where eye-like buds peer from amongst the petals and seem to regard you as you approach. You see blooms that are the color of blood. You see a large flower with green, almost fleshy center that looks a little bit like lips. You see all manner of plants in this space. And across this, what looks almost like a greenhouse, though the glass is foggy and strange, it shines with this strange light that is unnatural and harsh and cold. There is a door.
Getting to the other side, can I notice that Valis isn't with us?
Oh, yeah. All of you notice very quickly you turn and you see
Why
Valis'
is it
green
so
armor
quiet?
just glint as it disappears into the dark.
Cheshire's going back for him.
You step back into the screaming gallery. Make a stealth check.
We don't know that though.
Right.
29.
With a 29, you sneak in, quiet as a whisper. You don't feel the pressure change, but you feel an absence of Alice in this room.
Joshua, where is he?
I would go back to the rest of the group. He's gone.
I can try something.
Can I for detail the spot hidden Valis?
Eye for detail, there is no Alice.
Billy cast a spell.
Locate Valis.
So Billy pictures Valis in her mind and says, "Hey, where'd you go? I think you took a wrong turn somewhere, and now we've lost you." And that's sending, so you can respond.
Roll a d100.
Damn.
You can reply to his message.
It's a 5% chance it doesn't arrive. 96.
Valis, you receive a message from Billy.
Oh shit.
I followed what looked like Alina.
Alina's one word.
You did syllables.
I followed what looked like Alina.
Yeah.
How many words do I get?
25.
Think I ran into a mirror.
That's 2 words.
In another room with some plants. I'll wait in a hallway.
You have one more word? That's it. Billy, you take that sending and you shoot it into the darkness, and it's basically like missing. But you do learn that Valis is at least safe
He's alive.
and somewhere with plants.
And he's in the greenhouse.
Oh.
Not a good greenhouse. It's
Oh.
not great. I'm sure he's fine. He said he'd wait for us in a hallway, but you
Why
would have
wouldn't
to...
he wait for us in the greenhouse?
Oh, that's a good call. Hold on.
Do we have
Well,
a sense?
if you can just...
Alright, that might be a little bit meta, but in Vincent's mind, because hallways are D20s and rooms are D100s.
Oh, we
if our
skipped
characters
hallways
have
for a
sense
couple
of
of
that.
times.
Yeah.
I would say you've been in the same-ish green hall several times, and so that probably makes it feel like there are fewer halls.
So, a hallway.
Billy thinks real hard again. Pictures Valis.
Okay.
Cast sending again.
Roll a D100.
And we've got a 32.
You're all set. Send
All
that
right.
message.
No! Don't move. We'll have to find you because the hallways aren't the same hallways. They are also different. So, wherever you are, stay.
I like that both of you are like.
What if I wait in the room with the door open so that I'm sort of in two rooms? Valis.
You have 6 more words.
Balance.
Birchbillow of the Wandering Heart.
You don't have to use all 25!
You still have one more. You use the message spell the way that my grandfather used to type. Phenomenal.
No wonder.
So,
Esquire.
He's gonna try it, and maybe it'll make it easier for us to find him. Maybe it'll make it really hard for us to find him. I can tell him again, but I'm burning spells.
It sounds like he's got a plan, so.
Wandering Hearts, Sans Valis, you are now within this soul cage
Good luck,
room.
guys.
You are standing on what feels like almost nothing. It is just like you are walking on air. And Minka, you had just dropped the stone and that had fallen through. You can stand where you currently are, but you're not really sure where the floor is. You know that not all of it is floor, however.
You said this room is dark, but I can see, right?
Yes.
Alina's gonna be like, hold on, maybe that winged dude knows something.
Huh?
She's gonna just hang tight for like a second. She's gonna fly over
we should
to
be
the
careful.
winged dude.
With caged creatures, we don't know.
I'll be careful. I'm not.
As
gonna let him
Alina
out. Just
flies 5 feet within the space, suddenly this voice booms, and you see this angelic creature look up, and certainly this is a humanoid person. Their skin almost glows from underneath, though it is duller than it might be. The wings are badly wounded. They look like they have been pressed into this cage for some time, and they look startled by this sound, but you hear a very familiar voice echo. They came seeking mercy. They found purpose. All have purpose in time. But from the cage, this angelic creature wraps hands around these bars, and they peer across the space at all of you.
You said the voice was familiar?
When you had removed the astral eclipse, and
Yeah.
you had heard that voice from beyond the stars,
Uh-oh.
it had sounded very similar to that.
So this person has now noticed us in the
Yeah.
cage. Hey! Hey, you!
Alina's gonna continue to fly toward the guy.
Learn
Time
nothing.
to fly.
Waving.
You wave. They look at all of you taking this in. And as you approach Alina, they say, "Are you real?"
We killed the hags!
Yeah, we're real. And he's right. We killed the hags.
There are more than one of them.
What do you mean? More than one of what?
Billy's looking for a door while this is happening.
You can see the door on the other side, past the cage. So the door is just straight across the space. The cage is a little bit off and to the right, so easy enough to see. You said
More than one of what?
more than one hag.
Not anymore.
We killed all 3 of them. Are there more than 3?
Billy from like by
Well,
the door
yes.
is just like, yeah, He's
meant-
talking about that one.
Oh, you mean
Where in the hells are we?
Currently,
Great question.
We don't know.
we are in a
In
demiplane
the house.
inside of a hut with chicken legs?
Probably not in
Yes.
the house.
We are in the hut. But where in the hells is the hut?
Like in the physical sense. Last
we
we
don't
were there.
know. We were
Well-
on the material plane like 10 hours ago.
Last we
Mark.
saw it, it was on the material plane.
They look around and they say, they took much from me. They took my name. I cannot break these bars, nor can you, but I could if what they took was restored. There is a room that they have where they keep all of their pacts. And if you could break mine, I could be free, and I could help you.
Okay.
Last time we saw a bunch of pacts, they were like inscribed into like weird things.
Yes,
Do you know if it's like the same sort of situation?
yes, exactly like that. Every pact is different, but each is inscribed, and there is a physical manifestation of it.
How
Open
would
your
we
Who
mouth.
are all of you?
Is this guy telling the truth so far?
Make an insight check.
Billy has yelled from like across the back. Open your
Yeah.
mouth!
Make a
32.
persuasion check. With a 32, they have not spoken a lie yet. You feel confident, and in fact, the voice that rings out from this individual is almost harmonic in its undertones. There is a almost heavenly element to this. You question whether they would be capable of lying.
My
19.
question is, why would you enter a pact with these hags? What is the pact?
With a 19, you tell them to open their mouth. It's less that they listen to you and more that, as like Ori says, that they kind of like catch themselves and you can see the mouth hang open. There is a tongue in there. They're also speaking like pretty coherently.
It could be. It's a.
Absolutely, absolutely.
We got which side over here?
I do have witch sight. Does he look
They look
like him?
exactly the same as they have in the past. So far, Witch Sight has
Cara
not
knows my
been
face better than
especially
I do.
helpful. But they look at you, Ori, and they start to speak, and they stop, and then they start again, and they say, "I don't know."
So they probably made it so that you can't remember that either.
How would we know which pact was yours?
They may not have a pact. They may have just taken my name.
Well, if they're dead now, well, I guess they're...
That's not them.
I know.
There are others that you might be able to find who could help.
Well, how would we... Do you know any ways that we can actually get through this place?
Yes, you
Because
must
that's what
find the
helps
heart.
us. Right. Altar?
Altar what?
There's an altar where the heart is, presumably.
There are many altars in this place, but the heart is less important than the map that is within that chamber.
Do you know how the doors work?
Who the fuck are all of you?
That doesn't really matter
How
right
did
now,
you
does
make
it?
this far without being able to use doors?
Well, we had someone who had lived here for some time
If
trapped
you've
as
got
well.
a minute.
Billy
They
like
managed
puts a
to
bowl
escape.
on the floor. It's like
Cheshire's gonna start singing through all of the epics that she has written.
So you begin to sing. They stop talking and listen. Or anybody else doing anything?
Billy's
Yeah,
starting to cast
I'm gonna
cry.
try to continue
Start to
to
cast
talk
cry.
to this person
That takes
to
10
ask them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, right now for Ori, he doesn't want to give them any more information. They're trapped in here, and we can try to help them, but the easiest way to try to help them is to get control of the hut.
Sure.
And they know a way to get a map now. So I want to try to continue talking to them about this map.
Sure. Cheshire is singing, And she's singing
Cheshire.
Or the Oblivious, like very much all the sort of adventures that you have done. So you're like,
Please,
we better keep our
Cheshire.
information close to the chest. But here's the information.
Like overly
in some form.
dramatized, but yes, what we've been
Here's
doing.
what we've done.
Are you interrupting that to just kind of talk over?
Probably would try for a bit and then just be like,
Well,
Like he's getting
just
the soap
like-
opera version. In
just kind of like sit there in a way that confirms all of the stories that are happening. But with a like, yeah, this is just wait for it to fucking finish.
When she gets the Minga the Malicious, she'd be like, it was an accident!
What is she
The
talking
Malicious is the
about?
first
You
one.
can see it takes about 10 minutes at this point to get through all of the various sort of ballads that have been written about the Wandering Hearts. And at the end, close to the end of this, as Minka says, it was an accident, you finish your ritual. And who are you casting Scry on? Or what? Or where?
Billy is casting Scry on Silkarsus's heart.
Okay. Give me
Yummy.
1 second here. So you are. This is a second-hand knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
You. Okay, interesting. You cast this ability, and for a moment within the bowl, you see an image into place, but it is brushed away by the massive construct. There is magic behind this that is immense, and it pushes the scry away. You were close, and you get the sense that that could work,
It's protected.
but it succeeded on that saving throw.
Okay, good.
I would say, Billy, you do know that trying it again within the next 24 hours will result in it not working.
Yeah.
So how do you get to the heart to get
You can
this
see
map?
they're like looking up into the dark as like Cheshire's voice echoes off into the darkness, the last note of Minka the Malicious dying in the air. And they kind of let that hang along with your question for a moment, and they turn
Violent guys in here.
and they say, I don't remember, but it sounds as if you all have some experience with that.
Yes.
I sense that if you restore my name, I will regain my memories and will be of much greater help.
Is there anything that you could tell us that you know about this place that might help us if you can't guide us in the right direction?
I entered in through the hells. I remember that. I remember the heat, and I remember a hallway of teeth.
Oh yeah, that one's kind of gross too.
But after that, there's nothing.
What were you doing in the hells?
They look around at everybody else. Do you all understand what memories are?
Yeah.
Okay. I
Yeah,
do
he's
not
a little
remember.
slow on the uptake.
Well,
Okay, new question. If we restore you, do you need something of ours to find us?
If you store me,
Restore.
no. I can help. I think I don't need anything but freedom.
Okay. I was gonna give you a rock, but if you don't need it, that's fine.
That is okay.
And Alina's like,
all right. Well,
yeah, this is us. You
Billy's
got us
just
now.
like, can we please? I got real close.
well, if we succeed in taking control of this room, then we will come back and help you as best we can. Let's go.
We'll keep an eye out.
We'll try.
So Billy like sits in front of the doorway.
Will healing you actually help, or does it just immediately go away?
I do not believe that healing or resurrection even will work within this chamber.
Like a sandwich?
Sorry.
We got a lot of overnight oats.
They watch you all kind of make your way over to the far door. And as you have this conversation, Val is flashing back over to you within
Damn.
the witch's greenhouse. What are you doing? You were told to wait. Are you just waiting?
No.
So nice!
Val's not contained.
Look at all this glass that I need to make. Evil glass!
Valis, there are blood red roses. There are delicate pestle
never find 'em.
flowers. You can see thin black vines with glass-like thorns. You can see all kinds of plants here. What are you doing? Are you just going to the next door?
No, I want some plants. Do I see any of that plant that Billy talked about one time? Like
Make a nature check.
moon something?
You do not see moonlight here. You see this weird, harsh, magical light, and so if what Billy said was true, you likely won't.
Okay. What kind of check?
A nature check.
16.
You actually see a few things that you're familiar with. You do see that pastel flower. The petals themselves can kind of shift. You're seeing them as a purple, but you know each person sees them a little bit differently. There is a fragrant pollen that people have said will allow you to like relive fond memories. That's mostly a sort of a myth. What you do know, though, is the pollen from this can be steeped into a tea that functions basically like calm emotions. Drinking it too often has some negative effects. You also see harplum vine, that sort of black vine that you had seen. It is like the opposite of that. It is a vine of gold instead of thorns. It has like these little feathery leaves, and as you get close to it, it hums softly. I've heard that this is something that is sought after by spies and nobles in the Feywild. You also remember that if it's harvested incorrectly, something really bad happens.
Uh-oh.
Outside of that, there are many other plants. You see lichens, you see vines and flowers, but you don't know what they are.
What was the first one?
The first one was Wimbloom.
And is there any bad effects if I harvest that incorrectly?
From your check? No.
Probably not.
Cool.
How's your backup character going?
Let's see. I will cast.
Damn, Valis is such a himbo.
What? I'll cast. Let's see. I'll cast Bless on myself, and I'll try to harvest the Windbloom.
You take a moment to say a prayer to your ancestors, and then, drawing out a dagger, go ahead and make a survival check.
He just got his memories back too.
I know.
Oop, pollen.
10.
With a 10, you harvest one batch of petals from the Wimbloom, but all around you, the flowers begin to shrivel and die, though you do get one sort of serving. And Valis, with a 10, you feel like real confident that this will work as intended. It seems like the rest of the plant's not doing so well now.
Ah. Well, I'm not good at this. Let's see. I probably shouldn't try it for that one then. For the hard plum vine.
Wait,
So.
was that flat 10 plus your bless?
Oh, no, it doesn't get blessed. Blessed was just for saving throws. In case I had to make one.
Okay, guidance.
Yeah.
About the sailing.
There are little planter boxes filled with ferns that are the color of blood. You can see all kinds of plants here, but there is also a door.
Okay. Are there animals in here?
You have looked around, and so far you have only seen plants.
Okay. I think what I would do is open the door
Okay.
and hopefully see a hallway, and
Roll
then
a
I'll
D20.
just stand there.
Are you opening the north or south door?
Did I come in through a door, or did I come
No,
in?
you just came in pushing out through the
Through
dirt.
this.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Through the veil of
Let's
darkness.
see. Do I have a sense that we've been heading in a specific direction?
Decidedly not.
Okay, I'll open the north one.
You open the north one. Roll a d20.
Damn.
14.
Okay. With a 14, Valis, you push this door open, and on the other side, you see a twisting staircase rising up and up and up. It goes up and up and up, and if you peer in, it looks like it goes up forever. You are on the bottom floor, it would seem.
Okay. And I think I will just wait there with the door, like, I'll just probably like lean on the door so that it stays open. I'll just wait there.
You kind of
Make a
put
fucking
yourself right
choice.
in the door frame, one foot on either side.
Just lean and just
Certainly,
wait.
you will not get cut in half. This is a great idea. When you stand
Wait,
there,
what kind of door is this? Is
for
this
the
a...
rest of you,
Nope.
you go over to this door, and are you opening it?
Yeah, let's go.
Billy is focusing on the doorway, focusing on the image that hazily began to resolve in the scry, and then just trying to imagine the heart,
Roll a
like
d20.
a physical heart. Good gods. 59.
Did you say D20 or D100?
I said d20.
Never mind.
59's a
11.
weird number.
I mean, pretty close to 59 in total. Billy, you open this door, you focus on this thing that you saw, and as you push it open, you can see a 30-foot long hall, and the walls are lined with rich velvet drapes. There's no visible wall, just barely you can kind of see the floor, but the drapes kind of on either side and cover parts of the floor as well. This hallway only 10 feet wide, and so there are places where these drapes kind of blow and touch each other. In many places, you can kind of squeeze between untouched.
Actually, though, are these like the memory fabrics that we've seen before? These
You don't
drapes?
feel that
So
sensation
there's
as you get close to
okay.
them.
So that they're not magical drapes.
These tapestries are probably fine.
Probably
The lure,
okay.
it's not velvet. 10 foot,
Anything off about this
10
place?
foot
besides
wide, how long?
Make a
30?
perception check, Ori. 10 foot wide by 30 feet long.
Hell yeah. No. 32.
With a 32, Ori, indeed you do see some stuff here.
There's some stuff here.
There's drapes and curtains.
Every
tapestry.
third drape, and there are approximately 10 along the wall on either side, hides something within. You see shapes within the fabric, almost worm-like. And you imagine there are snakes or worms or something hiding amongst these drapes.
There's stuff in some of the drapes.
What kind of stuff?
Like squiggly wormy things.
We should leave it alone.
Like
I'm gonna point out every third one.
Okay. You
I
point
look.
it out. I would say with Ori pointing it out, you can see that there are almost like veins to the velvet curtains. And these move, unlike veins, they almost look like worms beneath the skin if the velvet was skin.
So probably avoid those ones. And is there a path that we could go through that would avoid being near?
There is. I would say your check allows you to see a path. Now, with this velvet like moving and
Right.
shifting, I would say it's probably like an acrobatics or stealth check to get through untouched.
Okay. I'm just thinking like every three, if they're right next to each other, gonna be a worse spot than like if they're kind of offset.
Almost certainly.
So utilizing whatever knowledge to do that, I would try to like chart a path and be like, okay,
You can bias it in such a way that you'll only come across one of them if you mess up.
okay, follow me. And if you don't, it's gonna be worse. So be ready to, I don't know, burn them or something. If they attack.
Ready?
Okay. Is there like a wall on either side of this door that I can mark with chalk, or is it just weirdness?
Just like on the other side of the wall that the door is part of, yes. There's like maybe 2 feet of wood on either side. So you can make a little mark there, no problem.
Okay.
I'm gonna dash through and like hop around
we
to
go so
avoid
fast.
the.
Make an acrobatics check.
Is it
Acrobatics?
athletics or acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
Just acrobatics.
Ooh, natural one.
Love that.
For a total of 3.
Ooh, 25.
10.
Okay.
22.
you're
Not
in
there.
Okay.
Joining Alina with that one. We got.
Hey, maybe you guys will join me. You maybe just trip
This
into my
side of
room.
the table fails. This side succeeds. As you are moving
Tripping on my
through,
gauze and, like,
or
take
you
Alina
can
with
get
me.
through. For you, Cheshire, you feel this innate almost pathing in this space, and so you kind of dance your way through. For the rest of you, you have to avoid the sort of drapes as they move, and you brush inadvertently against one of them, and in that moment, you feel a scramble of movement.
Ugh.
Billy, Alina, and Cheshire. Sorry,
Mika.
Billy, Cheshire. Billy, Alina, and Minka. Each of you takes 10 points of psychic damage and
Psychic
8 points of poison damage as these small worms just off the curtain and into your essence.
Oh.
Putrescence.
Can we like feel them moving, or is it just like they're just
Make a perception check.
part of us now?
They have
And I would say, Alina, make it at advantage.
Because you can really feel it.
and which
Perception.
sense you can
That's gonna be
see it squirming
25.
around in you.
25. Yes, it is certainly skill within you. You look down and you feel it moving in your arm. You don't see a bulge. You don't see like a twisting pain, but it's there.
Does this feel like something that Remove Curse can help with?
Make an Arcana check.
Or is it just like a little die? Is what it? Oh my
It's a new friend.
Have they made it through
Drinking
though?
another?
And do we see that they've
Yeah, all of you have made it to the far.
gotten the
Yeah.
fucking?
Arcana.
Yeah.
9.
Oh, that's. Oh, that doesn't look.
It feels bad.
It's awful.
I wonder how everyone is doing right
Let's just get through here, and then we can figure it out.
If I become a worm, can you kill me? I don't want to be a worm.
Oh, I have hex wine in my bag. I'm gonna take out the hex wine and be like,
It glows.
Oh, that's definitely
Remove
a
curse.
You remove curse, and the worm curse ends on you.
nice.
Oh,
Ooh,
the
okay, I
worm-
got that spell
Alina,
slot back.
From your arm, there is a bright point of pain, and then suddenly, like a spray of like, what is that stuff? Easy cheese. There's just a quick of pus that just rockets out.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my god, Joe.
Guys, I can. Okay, and then
No, don't touch me.
Okay.
no, remove curse, remove curse.
Oh, gross.
Guys, better out than in.
As it leaves from you,
Yeah.
being the last one, the most developed, you do hear goodbye.
Oh, it talked to me.
But you have ended the worm curse on all of you.
Worth it.
Thank you.
Not worth. No, the spell
Alright.
slot's worth it.
That was disgusting. Everyone ready? Open the door.
You crack open the door. Roll a D100.
I know this is weird to say right now, but I miss Valis. He'd be able to like
Another
cleanse
47.
my brain of that.
Did we roll that one
That's
before?
Cheshire.
Crack
Yeah,
the
I
door
rolled it
open.
again.
Josh, can you clean my
open the
brain
door
out
to
from
the
that?
Soul Cage's room.
You
can see, as you open the door, you are looking. There is this dark room. There is a door that is open. You see the velvet curtains, and at the very far end, you see yourself.
I shut it and I open it again.
You slam this door shut.
my
On the far side of the velvet maw, the door shuts again, and you are now within this draped space with 2 shut doors. Roll D100.
Portal.
I
Reached
hated
through
that.
and touched your own back.
62.
Okay. You open the door again, expecting to see perhaps the same room or hall that you had seen in the past, but as you open it up, the room that you are seeing, relatively small, and one might say cozy. It has 4 chairs that face each other in a cozy circle around a small tea table, which rests on an ornate rug patterned with these little children-like images. The air here smells of honey and rain-damp wood. There are little doilies on the table, on some of the armrests of the chairs. They are perfect little lacy doilies. There are teacups here, little sugar cubes that float in the space around these chairs. You can see embroidered samplers that hang on the walls. A lie sours the tongue in beautiful embroidery on one. Politeness is next to godlessness on another. There is, on the far wall, like a little 5-foot hall, and at the far end of that, a doorway.
Out into the sitting room.
Anything that is going to squirm into skin in this room?
I don't know, I've never been in here.
You do see on that table, amongst the doilies and teacups, there is an ornately carved wooden box. And all of you read common, and so you can read the single word emblazoned in gold across the top of it. Treats.
Oh, damn.
Treats?
Treats?
Oh.
Treats for what?
Is this like the other tea set? Tea ritual? No, this is regular?
No.
So should we just walk right through and
Yeah.
ignore everything in here?
Ori, with your passive perception, this treat box smells fucking delicious. It smells like sugar. It smells like minty herbal scents. You smell lemons. You smell freshly baked scones. You smell what looks like a sugar-frosted, almost floral aroma. You can smell tea and biscuits.
But
You can smell honey and cherry. It is like a bakery wafts from the seams, and with your passive perception, you are barely smelling this unbelievable flavor.
Aren't you
I have
glad
an
we had
important
oats this
question.
morning?
Yes.
Is chocolate one of the smells?
Did I say chocolate?
No.
No, it's not one of the smells.
Because you also said like all these bakeries.
You imagine you would have probably heard a little bit of grunting and grumbling
Okay,
had
fair
you smelled tea chocolate.
Yeah, that's very dangerously good smelling.
Yep. And from context clues, we ignore that.
Yeah, let's go.
Boy, this is a lot easier without Valis.
As you say that, zoom to Valis. They've been gone for a while. I want to try
some of the
something.
He says in the 5th room he's been in.
Alright, I don't know if this is gonna work.
Wasteland.
What I'm gonna do
behind him.
is I'm gonna walk to the side of the room, to the south door.
Slain in his
And
wake.
I'm gonna cast Locate Object.
Okay.
And the object will be, you still have your staff on you, right?
Yes.
Ori's Salus Core staff.
Salicor.
And I'm just gonna like close my eyes and just kind of sense in front of me. If I feel like at any point during the next 10 minutes that it's like, it pings in front of me, I'm just gonna open the door.
You don't ping anything near you. And so that would tell you that they're either really far away or what you're beginning to suspect more and more, these rooms are almost like self-contained planes. And so until they're like basically upon you, you won't see that. You would see it at the upper end of the stairway if they arrive from the top there. You might see it across the room, but it won't reveal through walls or things like that Ori is approaching.
Gotcha. Do I know that, or do I...
Yeah, I would say you get the sense,
Okay.
kind of like feeling around. Even if you don't see it, you usually get the sense that there's magic nearby here, or that the object is nearby. Here, really nothing.
Okay.
But a good idea.
Well, I'm just gonna open this door anyways and see what hallway's behind it.
Go ahead and roll a d20.
There.
7. Please.
7
No
large
teeth. No teeth. No teeth.
cats.
You don't know about the room with teeth.
I don't.
This room,
It's just a general wish.
and wind blows by you. You can feel it in your face. You feel magic in this wind. And on the far end of this 30-foot empty hallway otherwise, a doorway.
Okay. Now I will wait here leaning against the door, wind billowing on my cloak.
Absolutely. I found the air conditioner.
It's gonna.
Billy is going to head towards the other door of the sitting room.
Okay.
Once more, attempt to imagine the heart as she saw the hazy image of in her scry.
Okay. So, and you are going to attempt to scry. So, just as a reminder,
Yes.
you can't scry on the same thing with
No, I'm not scrying. I'm imagining.
Gotcha. And then you're just opening the door.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a hazy vision of the heart. Imagining that hazy vision.
Absolutely. And sorry, remind me. Which door are you
We're going through the tea room right now, so...
So just off the other door?
Yeah.
You make your way through this space, and go ahead and roll a d20.
Nothing else odd in this room?
Oh, there's lots of odd
So
stuff.
much is odd in this room.
Because
There's other samplers. Really, Ori, what's kind of
ignoring that
bothering you is this box. It smells really good.
Nope. Once we take control of the house, I can have the tweets.
They're all like just a little bit off, but there's lots of samplers here. And Minka, as you're reading them, this box kind of takes your attention. You don't smell anything coming out of it, but it's a beautiful, like gold-leafed treats is written across this.
I forgot to
gorgeous little
mention,
box.
someone might want to just hold Minka's hands for this one.
Alina's
Minka.
grabs Minka's hands and is like, come on, you can do this.
But
So
the
for you-
craftsmanship.
I know, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Billy
I got an 18.
got an 18. Billy, you open the door.
Yeah.
And you see a green hallway.
Okay.
This hallway has a threadbare green carpet.
Yeah.
It has a green chair to the right of the door.
Yep.
And as the lights flicker in this lamp off and in the distance, it feels like your shadow is moving out of sync with your body.
Wait, we've been in this one before.
Not this exact one.
Is there chalk on the wall?
There is no chalk on the wall here.
Was this one of the... Is this one of the reverse ones?
It's different.
Or a reverse... Like the one before where it seemed like time was going in reverse?
Or this is bothering you even more because the furniture exactly matches a hallway that you have been in.
Yeah.
But in that hallway, the fire was going backwards. Here it isn't. But your shadow is moving in ways that it shouldn't. It's different and wrong, and it's weird, and you still haven't quite figured out what's going on with this. But there is a door at the end of the hall.
Billy's gonna turn around, make sure everyone's in the room, close the door that they just came through, open the door that they just came through.
Can I have the torch that I made out of the bag, please?
Is the original room that we came from into the hallway still there?
The original room that you came from is still there.
Closed door. Wait, one, two.
Do the shadows cast from the ever burning torch also move out of sync?
Yeah, everything in this hall moves out of sync.
Okay, so
For you, Billy, you open the door. 4 chairs.
Okay, that doesn't work.
What did you think?
Wait. Did you open and close the door from the inside or outside?
No, I stayed in the hallway, closed the door,
Gotcha.
open the door, close the door, open the door.
It's weird because that works sometimes. Didn't it work once?
we might need to open
In
the
the
other one
room.
first.
Oh.
We
It
might
was
need
in
to.
a room, not in a hall.
Billy goes to the other end of the
And
hallway
both the doors
backwards,
closed.
Okay.
and then puts her back to the door.
Okay.
Just turns the knob.
This is the one you haven't been through.
Yeah.
Okay.
She walked
Roll a
backwards to
D100.
it.
Are the shadows on delay, or are they like...
No, it's like they are moving purposefully to try to hide that they are different, but they're doing a poor job, or every now and then just to fuck with you. But it really is just strange random movements. You move forwards, and where your shadow should move forwards, it just hesitates. Little changes like that.
Haven't we seen this before?
Is it like
This shadow.
things trying to take control of our shadow?
98.
98.
Damn, maybe that's the one.
Billy,
Roll a divine
you
intervention.
open the green hallway door, and against all odds,
Is it another green hallway?
it is a bathroom.
I
The
found
floor
bathroom.
is tiled and black and white hexagons, all just a little bit uneven. The grout is a deep crimson, a kind that kind of hints at mold. You see a porcelain toilet that sits slightly too far from the wall. The tank just gurgles. There's a freestanding clawfoot tub that dominates the back of the room. It has copper fixtures that are tarnished. There's a thick curtain that hangs from a wrought iron rail above it. Occasionally, the curtain just little rings tingle along this sort of rod. But it's just a draft, probably. The sink is old but polished, and you can see two separate taps. Actual taps, as if designed for hot and cold water. The mirror above it is cracked in the corner, but otherwise, you see all of your accurate reflections in it. There's stacks of folded towels on a chair in the corner. None of them match. You do see one monogrammed MS. There's another one that has a stitched chicken on it, and a third that just says no. There's a single candle that flickers on a sconce above the door on the far side of this bathroom. The bathroom, 10 by 10, very small.
If this were Mapleberry Manor, this would be the only safe room in the whole house.
Is there
Or sorry, it is 15 by 15. This is bathroom.
is there a door?
The
There's a
Mapleberry
door
Manor
on the
bathroom
far-
is 5 by
You can
5.
kind of walk through, and on the far
Okay.
side there's a door.
Is
I had a
this
joke brewing about the toilet being the altar, but it's not quite materialized.
Yeah.
Well, 'cause
Billy
it would
kind
be
of
a
like walks
throne.
over to the tub and is just like standing at the curtain, and it's like,
Is this an evil tub?
yes.
Make an insight check on the bathtub.
This is. Ori just doesn't like being in a
Higher
hag
than it has
bathroom.
any right to be. Oh my
I never took a bath.
Do hags bathe?
How
Oh,
Billy?
that's how they get their signature look.
Right?
Wouldn't they just
Yeah, yeah. It
prestidigitate it?
is 22.
With a 22, you get a little closer to this bathtub. You can see the clawed feet like beasts. But no, this is just a bathtub.
Billy like throws the curtain aside.
This is still just a bathtub.
Does anyone need to use this, or should we continue on?
We're all
I
like
use it when
crammed
we're
in
all
here
in
right
here.
now,
It's
right?
15
It's a 15 by 15, so
Yeah.
you're
That's
not
pretty big.
crammed, but like you're not like
pretty
able to
close.
lay down on it. You can
So
rest.
Alina's like, I do not.
Alright.
I
gonna
kind of
open
want
the
to
door.
try a tap.
Oh, I opened the door.
Yes, so we're still in the room with the tap. You
Are
can
you
have
gonna
it.
try a tap? Hot or cold?
The bathtub tub.
Oh, the bathtub tap. Hot or cold?
Oh. I don't know if Megan knows which one would be which.
Sure.
So she would just whichever one is closest to like whatever side it's on. So just
You twist this knob. There is a from within
Oh,
the wall, rattling and rumbling, and then just spurts of cold water before it just runs cold water into the tub. It's a little dirty, but aside from that, it's cold water.
okay. Turn off tap.
This is the most normal room in this whole house.
Why
It's
chicken?
oddly unsettling.
Why not a chicken?
You yank the door open. Go ahead and roll a d20, Ori. For you, Valis, some time has passed now, and these guys have not found you.
12.
Ori, you yank this door open. And the walls within are very familiar to you. They are made from frozen spider silk.
Ah. So here we are. The first room that we saw.
well. Okay, well.
Valis, on the other side of the hallway, the door slams shut for the 1,000-step staircase.
Oh. I'll walk
Cardio.
over to the other side and open the door.
Cardio,
Roll a
Alice.
d20.
Hope those knees are up to snuff.
I forgot what your number
I'm climbing
was.
1,000 steps.
It wasn't a 5, right?
Fell down 1,000 steps
Alright.
and going down them.
Is 5 teeth?
You open the door.
He's fine.
Is it ears?
Valis, in front of you, you see an irregular hallway. The walls are soft and carved out of flesh.
There it is, the flesh room.
In this place, you stand and you see the walls and you feel it
Long
Hate that.
draw in like a
I'll go by and wait by the wind door.
even as you shut the door, you can feel the wind as the hall breathes out. The door rattles in its frame. It's powerful. But you shut the door.
So there's like hot air coming from one side and cold air coming in from the other side.
Inside this space, in this greenhouse,
As
there's
I walk through the greenhouse again,
Storm sorcerer.
are there any like plants that are like small if I can take with me, like the whole plant and all?
There are tons of plants that you could take, Valis. It really just comes down to which kind you want and how you want to harvest them. And I would say if you're looking for a really small one, there are these planter boxes that you could just take one of that's about this big with these blood red ferns. There is also a beautiful midnight blue orchid that grows out of the dirt here and there. Absolutely gorgeous. And you could maybe remove one from the ground. Outside of that, those are kind of the smallest, like, single plants that you see that kind of have their own container.
Okay, and I don't know what the orchid is, right?
You have no idea.
Javaris, do you know what that flower is?
Are you using legend lore on this one?
No, I was just conversation.
Valis, to tell you about this flower, I must go back to the elemental.
Who is a friend? I am unfamiliar with this beautiful flower. Perhaps if you were to harvest it, we could do some experimentation.
That's not kind of evil.
He is a magic item in an evil house.
Let's see. I'm not really good at harvesting it, but I guess I could give it another try.
Valis, who is a friend? You have journeyed far, and I have seen you do a great many things. You could harvest this, and I will help.
Okay.
Aw.
Valis, go ahead and make a survival check at advantage.
How is Javaris helping?
He's talking
He's like,
through it.
Yeah.
What did I roll?
I'm impressed.
All right,
So
a natural
Javaris.
1 and a natural 20.
You just go to grab this flower, and Javaris says, "Wait!" Who is a friend but also hasty. Remove the dirt around the roots and harvest the whole plant. Disturbing this could cause undesirable effects. We must wait until we know more. Careful. And they guide you through this, and you are able to kind of scoop the dirt up around it. You can feel with your fingers where the roots grow, and you kind of go further and further to encompass them all. And you pull from the ground one of these midnight blue orchids.
Nice.
Yeah, no, what do you do? You have to find an old boot like Molly.
All right. After I do that, I will go back and wait by the windy hallway.
You go and wait by the window. But Javaris says, Valis,
And I'll just chat with Javaris while I'm there.
perhaps somewhere within this structure there is a laboratory we could use. Or books that have more information about what these are. Are you not curious, Valis, who was once a scholar?
Oh,
He's corrupted.
Corruption meter increases a little bit. I am, but Billy did tell me to stay put and that they would find me.
Billy's an idiot.
Billy, who is unknown to
Fuck
me.
Billy.
Very well,
And,
Valis. If you believe that is the correct path, then that is the one that you must take.
I think I'll wait a little bit, but if they don't find me by then perhaps they're in trouble and I should go find them.
It would be a shame to find them too late, Valis, who is a friend.
It would be.
So for the rest of you, you are in this bathroom.
No, Ori, open the door.
Oh, yes,
I
Ori, you
opened
open
the
the door.
Yeah.
You see the frozen
The spider silk room.
silk that kind of lines the space on either side. You can see the door 30 feet beyond.
Presumably a trap. The silk. At
Only
this
one way
point,
to
most
find
things are
out.
traps, so
Ooh, is it Stygian and cold? Is it regular
Yeah.
cold?
yeah.
Mika, you see a familiar hall and
She
you
goes
rush
running
over
forward.
to it. You kind of get to the edge, and Stygian cold is unique. There is no check required to know if it is or is not. This is not Stygian. This is quite cold, but not to that level.
It's not the hells.
Oh, that's good.
I want to do a nature check on the spider web.
Do a nature check on the spider web.
Are there actual spiders around, or is it just the silks?
With your passive perception, you do not see any spiders.
No big fucking spiders hiding around.
With a 14, you've never seen spiders silk like this. It's certainly silk, but outside of that, hard to tell. From the Underdark, you know that this is from an insect, but not a whole lot else.
Steeders.
I'm not familiar with this one, but I've seen a lot of different spider silk, and it's definitely spider silk.
Well,
But what
we've seen
kind? I'm not
steeders, right?
sure.
That was in campaign 1, I think.
Didn't we see some near the Silicylacine? Or I guess maybe it wasn't.
You know that you had met some Duragar who had probably told you that they
Because we saw the.
I think it was the same. I think we saw like something spidery, and we were like, "Steeders!"
I think so.
Yeah. Because we saw the group of the ones that we weren't expecting to see, the like group that was taking the prisoners
Oh yeah.
with the drow that weren't Silicylacine yet.
Alina's just gonna move forward, avoiding the spiders. So
Yeah, avoiding the silk. Make it through this room.
she's gonna hold down her puffy hair so that
Sure.
give
Make
her
a stealth
against
check.
anything. Man in a wild space. 10.
Make a con saving throw.
You sure this isn't a wild
Alina
space?
about to step in and then go, oh, and then they go like this and go to comb their hair down, but as you do, you brush against the silk.
Oh, watch out. Oh.
This is still not a wild space.
Is it a spell?
It is not.
Am I within 10 feet?
You are certain.
8. I cannot roll for
8.
shit.
With an 8, Alina, you are taking 8, 9. You are taking 16 points of cold damage.
Ow.
Your movement speed is halved as soon as you touch this, the elements of this viscous ooze on top of it sinks into your skin and begins to burn with this cold fire. You feel it sink into your veins, and the blood within them begins to crystallize in places. Your movement speed is halved for the next hour.
Oh.
And this feeling, it feels like a poison. You get the sense that you're not going to benefit from healing until this is neutralized.
Uh-oh.
That doesn't look good.
I'm fine.
Who's next?
What?
Who's next?
I guess.
Alina kind of
I would
Wait, did I get
yeah.
to the door at
Yeah, you
least?
get to the
Okay.
I'd go through. as
Okay.
well.
Make a stealth check. Or an acrobatics check if you would like.
I will investigate Alina and be like, maybe
Oh,
this
you
will
know
help.
what?
I'm gonna try to cast.
I guess I'll
Constitution
go.
saving throw.
Oh yeah, in my game.
Investigation's up close, so you just kind of walk in to go see.
Yeah, I'm an intelligent woman. That would
Like a roller coaster.
Natural 20.
Very nice. You sneak right across. You see the filaments. You bend around them.
11.
Mostly because Minka just tanks straight through, pulling elements across her face and skin. Minka, you do take
Makes it much
Alina,
easier.
you're in trouble.
10 points of cold damage, almost nothing. Your movement speed is halved as the blood freezes partially within your veins, and you cannot benefit from magical healing until this poison is neutralized.
Now that I know for sure it's a poison, I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration on myself and Alina.
Lesser restoration on yourself and Alina, and this poison is lifted. You still feel a cold ache in your bones, but you suffer no additional effect.
I guess
How long is this hallway?
30 feet. You appear in front of the door.
It's cool though. Too bad we can't at least not an ooze.
Alina's like, maybe just keep your arms down.
You open the door. Roll a d100.
There's gotta be a better way.
Valis, from the prayer beads, Shavara says,
Compass.
"Do you think they are okay?" Okay, Valis, who is a friend? Do you imagine they are touching everything they find?
51. There are 5 of them, and they have probably better chances of them than me, but they were touching not a lot of things on our way in here, so if anything, I'm the one that's probably
The problem.
touching more things.
And Valis,
And then as I look at the flower in my hand,
who is a friend? I promise to not touch a thing. And perhaps with us and the rest of your group finding this altar, we stand better chances. For you, Ora, you open this door and you see a long, narrow chamber. There is smoke in here. And it is tinged with the scent of burned hair, scorched bone, and oil. The walls here are lined with thousands of needles. Delicate silver ones, the kind used for embroidery. You can see great forged spears that look almost like tapestry pins. You can see little filaments of coiled barbed wire and flesh hooks that have been nailed onto iron pegboards on the wall.
This Dora's room.
You see on the very far side of this room a massive furnace that glows with this almost purple-white light that pulses like a heartbeat on the inside. Surrounding this are looms and anvils and wire spools made from glass and bone. And working tirelessly at the bellows of this forge is a 10-foot-tall golem that seems to have been made of braided sinew and thread and muscle fibers. Its limbs are stitched together with crude sort of thread. You see needles pierced into it like a pincushion. And every time it lifts these big arms and the bellows, there is little bits of hissing steam that come from within this creature. You see sigils that glow along this thread, and they seem to be bound into the ground around this forge. You see suspended above it a metallic cocoon. Hard to really say that there is much more than like a cocoon-like shape stitched together with platinum thread. And whatever is within is shifting. The forge seems to almost breathe in rhythm with this cocoon. You do see, through this room, past this golem, underneath this cocoon, there is another door.
Billy pulls the compass out that Valis insisted that she use in the forest.
Yeah?
What is it doing?
Spinning.
Great. That's useless.
That was a good,
Well,
good shot.
okay. We know about memory threads, and we know about the threads that Cheshire sees.
It's
What's this?
metal threads. Don't touch.
Something's in there.
Yep.
What?
I don't want to know. Do you want to know?
Well,
I do.
I feel like
Good thing you're not there.
I did bring heat metal today.
You did.
What if it's a person trapped and you just heat them to death?
it feels like it's incubating it or something.
Yeah, you can still incubate a person.
Right, but
Not a heart, though?
not a heart. I
That's
don't
not a heartbeat.
think.
Does this look like the hazy vision I saw?
Does this look like the hazy vision you saw? Not even a little.
Great.
You also just barely glimpsed it, so not that you would necessarily know a tremendous amount like what that would look like, but certainly not like even what you glimpsed.
this?
Billy walks over to the golem
Yeah, is the forge
and just kind
golem
of looks at him. Does he is he just kind of like a
Not
mechanical
responsive.
piece, or does he respond?
These gigantic arms, you can hear these little threads through the flesh, and the air brushes out. It feels like the forge breathes, and this golem is almost like the lung, but they don't react to you.
And above the forge is the metal cocoon, right? So
Yes.
it's like right where the heat is being produced.
Mhm.
Intentionally.
The door is maybe 10 feet to the right from the forge.
I feel like this is an area that Valis would want to destroy,
Therefore, we shall
but
leave it alone.
we can come back later.
Yep.
You shut the door.
Go into the next one, right?
Oh, so you're going to walk through and then...
Yeah.
Okay.
Go in through to the next room.
You walk through. As you get to within 15 feet of this cocoon, the furthest that you can be from it while still getting around the corner to the door, it does seem to move a little bit more. The golem doesn't react, doesn't change what it's doing, but the cocoon seems to shift and move.
Does it seem like it's near hatching? If it's like a cocoon?
Make a nature check.
Damn, I should have leveled up the nature instead.
Are you doing anything different, Valis? Are you still waiting?
I'll wait
Okay.
for X more rooms.
I'm assuming I don't get my thing, but I gotta ask.
No, you do not.
Oh, it's probably about to hatch. It's a 6.
Who can tell? You
Not
make it to the
me.
door, all of you.
Probably some
Inside
sort of
incident.
scientist or something.
Billy, you open it, roll a d20.
Or a naturist.
17.
Billy,
Joe.
open the door, and you see chalk along the wall of this green hallway,
Oh, hey.
where the flames seem to cast a shadow that almost flickers in reverse.
We've been here before.
Yeah, this is the one that's reversed.
See? This is why we chalk things, because as she's talking along.
Well, I could have told you we'd been
Re-chalk
here
the
without the chalk.
Billy tries this one walking
That's fine.
backwards.
You hear in the distance a door shut as the frozen threadway is likely inaccessible yet again, but you are now within the green hall. The needle forge is behind you. You walk down the hall
Backwards.
backwards. Moonwalking down the hall is Billy. And then, are you opening another door?
Backwards.
Roll a d100.
What? Does that have any impact on it so far?
I mean, no.
What?
Its flames are in reverse. Billy's walking in reverse. 39.
39.
We're grasping at straws here, man.
Billy, you open the door, and the pressure sinks in. You see this huge black chasm-like hallway, the portraits of these screaming figures off to the left and the right. You see the broken mirror. You have returned to the screaming gallery. Are you guys going to try to just sneak into the darkness to find Valis?
Mentally, we're all gonna get lost.
Ori is
Billy like
shaking his
starts
head
looking
as
in her pack and
silently
is
but
just like
furiously as possible.
I mean, Alina's like, she just takes Billy's hand and she's like, what is this? Oh. Okay.
Valis, across the room, the door from this cool wind just shuts.
No, that's where I am.
Oh, okay.
I
The
left
breathing
the breathing room.
Shuts.
All right. I walk over to that and I open that door then.
Roll a d20. Breathing.
7. I think that's the door.
You open the door, and
You are your own grandpa.
the wind blows behind you, and you are looking
hey.
into the hallway that goes into the green room, and you can see your own back.
Is Val's like, damn, I look good.
It's like that.
Oh. I think I've maybe looped these rooms.
Does he hear an
I think
echo?
I've created a paradox.
He doesn't hear an echo, but Valis, while you have these doors open, nobody can find you.
Yeah, I'm realizing that.
For the rest of you,
I walk through the earth.
you walk through the earth.
Oh wait, no. I will write something down first,
Okay.
and put it on the ground.
The ballast was here.
I think I made this room inaccessible with the doors. I'm gonna walk through the dirt I came in with an arrow pointing towards, the dirt wall that I walked into
You
the
turn
room
and
on.
look for the dirt wall, and the dirt is still there, but there is no gap or chasm. It is just a mound of dirt. You can put your hand, and it is just soil.
Damn, that's
Okay.
crazy.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna just close one of the doors and just wait by the other one and just wait for it to kind of
You close one of the doors, and you just go and wait by the other one.
Yeah.
No
Would
problem.
the other one also close?
Yes,
if
it did.
Dallas closes that.
Wait.
Both of the doors close.
Because it's the same door.
I open it.
Just
You open it and you peer at your own back.
Oh my god.
Same
Oh,
thing,
no.
same thing. We'll get back to that.
Dallas is just gonna get stuck doing this forever.
For the rest of you, the Screaming Gallery is in front of you. Are you trying to sneak into the darkness as a group?
Can the people who can see the mirror?
Yeah.
Is it whole?
No, it's cracked and crumbled again.
So it's basically back to reset.
Yep.
Alina's gonna activate flight and just be like,
Or he's gonna sneak through
Make
very
a stealth check.
sneaky with the wing.
Make a stealth
Just
check.
hop and wait. Go sit silently at the front.
26.
So you're sneaking in as well?
Billy just shushed the room.
yeah. Alina's sticking
Oh,
my
are
Billy.
you silencing?
I silenced the room.
Okay, so you silence. 40 feet into the room, you're able to get before you have to start doing things. So,
Okay.
what was your check?
22.
With a 22, you step forward, Cheshire, you step forward, and one of the two of you causes the pressure to slightly. Cheshire, you are aware of the fact that it's Ori. The pressure is now 1. But you do make it over to this mirror.
Billy's just walking normally to the other 40 feet,
The rest of you make it in, kind of waiting within the silenced gap. Ori and Cheshire, as you sit in this pressure, you do see tink, tink, tink. The glass begins to slowly reform. And Ori, roll a d20.
Thank God, because it would have been the same.
What'd you roll?
17. We've been there.
You open the door and you see the green hall and the candlelight flicking. And in fact, Ori, you look back and you are staring at yourself.
Oh, you
Already
also
behind you.
created a loop.
Gonna shut it
Can you
and then just
shut
sit.
it because it's the mirror?
Well, it does the thing, right?
It curls away, but now you're just seeing the green hallway and you're seeing yourself. There is no immediately obvious way to shut this.
Just need to
Can
go
I
in, right, and
lean
shut
in
the
and
windows.
reach for because if I see myself at the other side, the door is open, right?
Yeah.
So I can see where that door is.
Yes, but you're you're looking straight ahead and you are seeing
Billy walks
100
back through the
feet, and then
silence.
you.
Right. So I want to reach in.
Billy, you walk back through the silence.
And Billy goes to the door that was the door.
Okay.
Are you just
go
staring
back
at
to
Ori
the
now?
door.
Are you
Yeah,
on
I'm
the
just
front?
looking at Ori
Yeah.
from
Oh
Grab
yeah.
Ori's
and then
elbow.
closes the door.
Well, that's what I just wanted to reach in and close that one.
You were
from
30
the-
feet away from it.
No,
through the mirror.
So when the mirror opens, it is like the mirror curls
and
back
it's on
around
the
and the door
other
disappears. It is just like
I
this
thought
opening
because it was
into the hall.
looping through, I was still like.
No, you've disappeared the door. You have now created sort of a recursive loop. Now, one of the only things that is a saving grace here is you did see Valis walk into the darkness and disappear.
Yeah, and Billy's just
I would suggest, if you are going to take that path, perhaps finding a way to do so together.
and then Billy was just
Billy, you tie some rope to yourself. Alina, you tie some rope to yourself. Minka, a little less certain, but you tie some rope to yourself. Cheshire, you add yourself to the cord. Like a series of preschoolers getting ready to go
And Billy
on
just
one.
like ties it around Ori.
Ori, you are tied together as well.
And then if Minka
Grabs a hand.
Yeah, I was say if Ori doesn't want to like be part of the rope chain, Minka will just take his hand.
Okay.
And then we all walk into the direction they saw Valis walk in.
As a circle, you walk off to the edge
like
of
a
the
weird
silence.
piece of broccoli.
Or he's like, yep, this is where I die. This is
And
it.
within the silence, you can reach the dark walls on this. You walk further, you feel the pressure fade off behind you. Billy, you feel the structure beneath your feet vibrate. And Valis, where you are, you feel the greenhouse vibrate underneath you as well. Yes.
As Billy is walking, she's got a new spell.
Hmm.
She thinks about the greenhouse and the plants that the hags might have had and casts locate plants.
Roll a d100.
Wait, are we in the greenhouse now?
You're just in darkness.
Oh yeah.
It's 25.
With a 25, Billy, you cast locate plants. Thinking about the various plants that you would have, you step on something wet. You step on something wet, and the darkness lifts away from you each step, almost drawing it back like a curtain, and you are standing in an inch of blood and broken stone. You have found the bloodbath.
Well, at least it's not, the
been
quiet
worse.
room anymore.
Question.
Yes.
I marked on the wall the height of the blood. Is it still the same height?
The same height. It is.
Okay.
You have exhausted the supply.
It's
Oh,
not
wherever they are, they're
draining
dead.
Either.
Okay, can we
There's
get
no
out of
drain
this
in
room?
here.
Yeah, I hate this one.
Billy's gonna go walk over to the door that they came through the first time.
Sure.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
And
there's
open-
Or he's
no,
gonna
like,
go to the other
door
one
tunnels.
and open the other one
Please, let's
simultaneously.
do not split us up again.
There's
Well,
not
just
a
to see
secret
them
Each of
door.
you roll a d20.
Just to see them both.
We haven't tried having both of
Yeah.
those open.
Yeah, that's not a bad
I've
idea.
tried that many times. What you
9.
mean?
3.
Imagine if they roll the
Ori
same number.
multiple
opens
Staring at each other.
and looking out.
Doubling our efforts.
You see a walkway that is enclosed in a massive rib cage that is knitted together up until where the ceiling would be. There is just darkness. You do see a cracked rib that sort of forms the elements of the crossed sort of walkway in front of you. It's about 30 feet, and you see a door on the far sort of way. Billy, what did you roll?
Found a rib cage. Hallway.
Billy,
Yeah.
at long last, you have found a long, long hallway with
Yep.
red carpet.
Yep.
And at first, it looks like it's textured with just little dots of white. But the entirety of this carpet, all 30 feet of it,
Teeth.
made from teeth.
There it is.
Molars, incisors, and the red, just gum.
Gummy.
Ugh.
I remember them being sharper.
Alina's still flying, so she's just gonna kind of like don't want to look at.
You don't want to go in this room.
Is that uppies? Okay, well, never mind. I guess.
So we're taking the tongue or the ribs?
I think the ribs seem less hazardous.
All right.
Yes, it is.
But the
I mean,
the gentleman
hearts
we
are in
spoke
ribs,
to said
right?
he came through the teeth.
He did come through the teeth, but
That doesn't mean anything.
each
We
room.
came here
is-
through darkness.
We've come through different rooms in different
They
rooms.
keep rearranging themselves.
I know.
Well, so
are
you're
in
waiting
ribs.
for
Hearts
close
are in
to an
ribs.
hour at this point, for what it's worth.
Are both the doors haven't reset?
They're still closed.
Oh, in that case,
And an hour, I should be clear, an hour in total. Since those have closed, maybe like 5 minutes.
I see.
Billy closes the door to the teeth room.
You close the door to the
Or
teeth
he's
room.
going into the ribs once everyone's there.
You walk into the ribs.
Joe, do I have an idea of how long it took for like one of the doors to close on its own and kind of like reset the hallway?
You do not.
Okay, then I will just
You did feel the floor vibrate.
I did.
As-
All right. I imagine I just kind of stopped doing what I was doing. I was just sitting and waiting. Were the doors open or closed when I was sitting
Closed.
and waiting? Okay, I'll go and just try to open one.
Roll a d20.
As Billy's following Ori, she's just trying to think of a better way about going about this.
18.
Because this
An
isn't
18.
going well.
Feels like we're just kind of grinding our gears.
Valis, You open a familiar green hallway, but the floor is cracked. You can see places where the wall too is cracked and dirt and roots kind of make their way through. You've been in this hallway before because you can see chalk along the wall, but though the flames or the light that is cast by this lantern or this lamp a little bit out of sync with the flames, you've been here. Something has changed. There is damage to the walls and floors. Make an Arcana check.
That will be a dirty 20.
You saw the outside of this hut. You fought with it.
Mm-hmm.
It can be damaged. And you get the sense all at once, Valis, that when you make moves through this hut that are not in the way that are intended, it's hurting it. And there is the possibility that you could destroy rooms, cause pathways to collapse, potentially cause others to open. But in total, should this hut collapse with all of you inside it, you are almost certain the results would be catastrophic.
Mm.
Don't destroy the rooms.
I can destroy the objects in the rooms, just don't destroy the rooms.
Well, we don't know what damage that caused, though.
Oh.
You have destroyed the bathtub. You have destroyed a few things.
Mostly.
What else
All
have
those
we
things are
destroyed?
part of the hut, right? So
Did it feel like me traversing through the darkness? Was that something that, like, damaged, like, when you said, like, move unintended ways, was that one of them?
Probably.
Ah.
So when we did it too.
Looping onto themselves.
Probably.
Okay. I'm gonna walk to the other hallway and just open the other door.
You walk to the other hallway, you're like, that sucks. You open the hallway. Roll a d20.
Billy would also like stop us from opening another door as she's like, we need to think of a better way.
Well, we're in the ribs room right now,
Yeah.
walking through it.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Billy has been following Ori, trying
14.
With a 14,
Spinner wheel.
Valis, you open it to see, yet again, the staircase twisting up and up and up. For the rest of you, you step out onto this ribcage bridge, all of you kind of making your way across.
Ribs are in. Well,
And as
odds are in
you
the
make
ribs.
your way towards the door, you're staying together so that you don't get separated. But stepping across these cracked ribs, you do hear them
Wait,
kind of groan.
I would leap across if it's treacherous.
And as it cracks, can everybody make a dexterity saving throw, please?
With I would like to float. Ooh.
yeah, I'm flying. Does
Okay.
that
So
matter?
no, the two of you are fine. You don't need to make this check.
Can I use my? Actually, I guess it's not necessarily dim light, is it?
It is. It was dim light.
So I would jump with my flight,
Okay.
my bat wing.
You
I would
jump
flip
up
of
and
the bat.
float for a moment. Cheshire,
20.
Billy,
10.
Billy. As the ribs crack, you fall, and you fall and you fall into darkness.
Featherfall.
What was that?
Featherfall.
You feather fall, and for just a moment, you feel that spell take you slow. All of you, no matter where you are in the hut, feel it shift and rumble and groan.
Can I try
We're
to
all still
chase
kind
and
of
catch
in
her?
right?
Oh, sorry.
You float, and the darkness rises up, and you float gently into a 30-foot across circular chamber that is a chaotic and filthy smelling pit. It feels... There is elements of perfume in here, but you also smell wet wool. You also smell like frosted cake gone totally septic. And you gently are lowered into a bed heaped in a nest of plush toys, many of which are caked in old cheese and bits of grime. And
That's
Billy,
Trudy's room.
as you gently fall down, these stuffed animals roll back away. And you see hundreds of arms from these little bears and dolls reach up as if to embrace you. And with Featherfall, there is very little you can do but just slowly drop down. And because it is 10:50,
We were still.
oh, you are all
We
still
are tied
together.
together.
This is true. one by one, as Billy goes down with Featherfall anchored, you are inextricably pulled. You can try to move,
Can I
but
get the line?
as if by magic, I would say yes, you certainly can. Ori, where are you on this ring? You're at the end, right?
Yeah, it was the last one.
All of you drop down and fall into the glutton's
Bill-
nest.
If
Billy, you are Featherfall, but the rest are not.
I was gonna say, if Billy like saw that she was falling, she would try and cut the rope.
I'm flying. Can I try to just like strength to stay flying? Because everyone's
With
tied
Ori
to
and
each
Billy cutting the rope,
Yeah.
both Ori and Billy kind of into the glutton's nest.
Well, I can float. Or I can fly. I was trying to like...
I have tried too much
Sorry.
to do this, so I'm going to go ahead and say it's 10:50. We can end here. I've gotten kind of late. I will go ahead, I'll watch back, and I'll make some rulings on this that will probably be a little bit less ideal than we would like. And that is absolutely okay. Thank you for joining us for this session of Adventures in Alberon, Courts of Everest. We will be back next week, but please stay safe. It is wild out there. See you later. Goodbye.
Bye.